another AltJake Takes On live watch party.
Hello again, everybody. We are back and live for another AltJake Takes On / Tooney Talk Wrestling approved official watch party. I'm here with my buddy George right now. We got more people filing in. Everybody's starting a little late because I feel like they started the pay-per-view an hour earlier than normal. Don't they normally go 80s? Okay, that's not just me. All right. See, George already helped me out making sure I'm on the right page. I'm here with George as always. How you doing tonight, my friend?
Good. I was just strumming my air guitar during the song there.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, no, I like that. I figured give people a couple minutes to file in, but I'm excited. I was ready to rock and roll. So
I had a thought.
What's up?
A thought before this even starts. You know how for the other show, was it the Rumble where they had the War Pigs from Black Sabbath?
Yes.
Maybe you should have went with Led Zeppelin on this one and changed it up a little bit. They could have went with I'm going to sing, so bear with me. Elimination Chamber.
I mean, you know that I was wondering what you were going to change up. There's a few different options I kind of thought of. Yeah. I mean, no, that's obviously whenever they're going to get it able to do to make those partnerships work with it. But I mean, what was it? The one for whatever the pay-per-view was where they had that song, the Linkin Park song. That was terrible. I think it was a Saturday Night's Main Event or something. I don't know what it was, but
I think mine would work.
Yeah, no, I would love it better than anything they've done with the modern songs. I mean, not that I'm not, you know, I know I'm sounding like an old man, but I don't know too much about modern music. So you know, the new school Linkin Park, I'm like, they have a new lead singer. I'm too old I was old for them when they came out. So I don't know. I just, oh man. All right.
Enough. I liked Linkin Park a lot.
I worked at a record store.
But I am.
I worked at a record store during that time. And it was one of those things where, when I first heard them, I didn't mind them. I'm like, all right, this is fine. And then I ended up having to listen to it like every day in the store for like a year. And there was a point where I'm like, oh, I can't anymore. All right, we got a few people piling in here. Looks like
we've sent out links to everybody for this.
So
popping in and out. We don't know who's going to show up when.
Yeah,
it's going to be a fun thing. So,
I know Awful's going to come in at some point, but I know they're doing This Is Awful later. But the idea is for this to flow into that. So I know he's getting everything set up for that.
This to flow into that. This to flow into that.
Hey-oh, that was fast. Damn it! It was right there. I was set up for it. I didn't even take it, man. This is what happens when the pay-per-view starts before 5 p.m. my time. I'm like, haven't even had a chance to have a solid drink yet. And let me pull out my my Jameson here and let's get this party started.
While I whip this out.
What's up?
I said, pardon me while I whip this out.
Excuse me while I whip this out. It's not bourbon. I'm an Irish whiskey guy, Kevin. I do appreciate that, though. I do like whiskey, but Irish whiskey is my thing. That's really where I that's where I kind of reside.
I no longer drink.
That's probably for the best. I only really do like socially and to like loosen up. I never really get drunk. Like I get to a point where I'm like healthily buzzed and I'll switch to water easily. I got no issue with that. Yeah, got Andre Adams in the house. What's up? Yeah, you and Jimmy nailed it. Hit that like button on the way in. We are going for an all-time like record tonight because we figure with the show going long enough and you know, there's not as many people going live for this show, I feel like, as we're for the Rumble because it's the Rumble. You know, I feel like people want to file in. Just hang out if you hang out for a minute or two. Just hit the like button, leave a comment. All that stuff really, really helps out. If you guys,
those comments really do help a lot.
They really do. It's funny you say that because I noticed it recently when I noticed it recently when. Like in a shout out to Mary Carr and Mike Glass, who always comment, like even if they're watched live or through a different app, they know to comment. Because I've noticed once you get those comments through and like you get once like every 10 to 20, you start to see the view count go up. That means it's hitting the algorithm. A lot of times those views, they only watch for a few seconds because maybe we're not their cup of tea. But just, hey, if you get one people cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all we're looking for. Get one or two here, get people to give us a chance. You know, that's
fun. I think I told you like, sugar about a quarter to a half of the way in. I'm like, I started pushing the comments. Because I remember another channel said something while I was listening. No, those comments really helped. I'm like, oh, I tell Jake this on the air. So we did, and here we are.
Yeah, right. No, it's great. It's might as well. And it's one of those things where we don't understand how any of this technology side of it works and like the algorithms and how they're always changing everything for them. So we just know that certain things seem to help. And I'm starting to pay attention to that type of stuff of where you actually see.
Yeah. I do a lot of work in the trenches. Like I bop around a lot. I lurk in chats and stuff, and I just listen and I pick up on stuff and relate and go from there.
We're a year into it, but we are learning every day still. Thank you, Challenger John. It was Linkin Park was the Rumble song. That's right. Yeah, and they just kept replaying it over and over again.
Gentlemen, how dare you call us gentlemen? Jesus Christ.
ESPN's audio screwing up. I have it turned down a little bit.
That's the one nice thing about doing these live streams. We can't have audio, so yeah,
and they'll fix it by the time if I rewatch anything of it, which I probably will for some of it, so at least when we cover it for tomorrow's post. We'll do our wrap up of our opinions of the Elimination Chamber on our Sunday night spaces at 8:05 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, right here back on the AltJake Takes On YouTube channel. It's going. We're giving you 2 shows this weekend. That's a lot.
It's always interesting to see your perspective. Mostly remains the same, but you change up too from a day out watching. I always change. I think the last one I didn't, but I usually do.
I can be swayed. I'm one of those people about anything. I'm willing to have a discussion and be open-minded about stuff. And I'm not a person who like your first instinct, like you have to be right. Like, it's like everybody wants to be right, but we're not always going to be like, it's like, so it's sometimes where you see something, especially without the audio, where maybe you didn't feel like it was a big enough reaction or didn't notice or thought it was a bigger reaction. Then you go back and you're like, oh, maybe it wasn't. And I'll admit it too, sometimes when you're doing these watch alongs, I've got one eye on the chat on my TV, but also on the chat, or like, check and make sure the stream quality is still good and all that stuff. So like, sometimes I'll think I'm like, that match was pretty decent. And then one of my buddies will text me like, that match was awful. Go back and watch it. Okay, you're right. My bad. I missed the botches. Because if you're not watching every instance of it. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why when we did an AEW pay-per-view once, we did Revolution last year, I was like, that wasn't a bad show. Go back and see something, be like, okay, no, that was pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
That was our first go around in this whole watch.
Yeah, we've grown a lot since then. Not only in subscriber count, but just feeling confidence in this too. Like I don't feel nervous about these things anymore. It's more excited. Hey, we've already gained 1 subscriber during this live show. We're up to 477. 500 is right there. I'm so excited.
I'm sure how I feel about Kathy Kelly. Sometimes
I'm sure about it.
I like when she wears the glasses.
I'm sure I'd like to feel Kathy Kelly. Sorry.
I like when she wears the glasses better.
Oh, that's fair. It was actually a year ago today. I saw it on my time hop that Kathy Kelly retweeted one of my tweets about when I made it. I forget what had happened, but she had like GoPuff delivery she didn't get. And then I think it was the next show. Yeah, it was the next show where Michael Cole was on screen and it had Kathy Kelly's name under, and I retweeted. I'm like, what happened to Kathy Kelly's GoPuff order? And she retweeted it. Ever since, I'm like, big fan of Kathy Kelly. Anybody who helps out and retweets us.
Already up to 24 people watching live. So please hit the like button and thank you for joining us.
Yes, we appreciate every single
fun Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And I've already gotten word from Wrestling Old Head and Awful that they'll both be here. Old Head will be here about an hour into the show, and then Awful, everybody knows him. He runs on his own schedule. That's the reason why we're doing this, even though we're the official Tooney Talk representatives tonight for them, because Dis has to watch with his son, which obviously we all appreciate. And then Awful we're going to try to have run it and be on time, him or me. It's what we're here for. But he'll be here. It'll be fun. I hope he's listening in so he hears me giving him shit when he comes in. We'll have some fun. Yeah, I'm excited for the show, though. I guess I should pull up the pictures of it. I forgot about those.
4 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay.
All right.
That tracks.
For what now? Sorry, I'm pulling up the pictures.
To put the countdown on the screen, so just giving people notice.
Nice. Did you see this poster they had for it? I feel like this was like a nice gesture to Punk and AJ of like, we're going to make the main poster of the show is going to be you two because, Chicago, hometown. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, it makes sense for the show. I mean,
right. And I mean, and that's one of those things where like, that's a poster where if you're like a Chicago born and bred person, a wrestling fan, and you're a big Punk fan, like I could easily see people buying this poster and like having it get signed or whatever, like that's pretty cool.
This is obviously it's the only place you can pull this off, so I might as well take advantage of it.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, yeah, you play the hands that's in front of you. You're like, hey, you gotta play all 60 minutes of the game, and sometimes it's an easy hand in front of you. Like, that's why pretty early on we were talking about the show, and it was what we thought the matches might be. And I even said it. I'm like, well, Punk and AJ, I'm like, Punk will defend his title. And I said it then. I'm like, Becky or AJ will probably face Becky here instead of Mania. Like, yeah, Mania is a bigger stage, but there's something to be said for doing it in your hometown. Like that's, and
yeah, you couldn't pull this card off in like New York or Philadelphia.
No, this card wouldn't work at the Intuit Dome in LA or whatever. But it's great. Like, that's where, if it was somewhere else, they probably would have. You could still have the Punk match, and then you probably add, instead of AJ, you do something else, and maybe add another one, have it as a 5-match card. But they're excited to do this as 4, because then they can get in and out. And I mean, the show starting at what 7 o'clock Eastern, so they'll be over just a little after 10, maybe. I don't think it's going much over.
No, it's not going 3.
I think it'll go 3 just about.
Maybe with the chambers.
Yeah, the 2 chambers will take their time. I'm assuming that the men's chamber will have some sort of shenanigans. Maybe the masked man or whatever comes out, the real one. I think I'm going back to feeling like I'm right, and it is Logan Paul. And like that, when it attacked Logan Paul previously on Raw the other day, it was because Logan Paul paid it to do so, and but he paid the wrong stooge this past week. I still think I'm right now.
I'm wondering if something's going on after this, like AAA or something, because they're started at 7 o'clock, which is kind of weird.
I mean,
6 o'clock in Chicago.
AAA does go on Saturday. That is true. AAA goes on Saturday. Is there a UFC fight tonight?
I don't follow, so I don't care.
I don't know. Like, guys, right? That's why I'm checking. I'm like, is there?
Who's this young lady in the crowd? Oh, hey, Hannah Heaven. Okay. They usually don't do the national anthems, but okay, I'll take it.
There is totally a UFC fight tonight.
There. Okay, they did it for a reason then.
Yep. Nope. I knew it. Like, we said, there had to be. You're right. Yeah, there's a UFC fight tonight. And like, the main card starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, but the main event's not going to go till like 11.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I don't know if they go that long anymore.
No, I'm being
they used
funny.
to oh no, you're being funny, but not that funny. They used to. I
know.
Even living on the West Coast, I was like, shit, dude, that's like 11:30. It's late, man. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
But no, with it being said, is that Artie Lang? I look like Artie Lang.
I do like the fact they do the national anthem thing, because they didn't do it for a while. Like,
well, Vince doesn't like it. They never did it because of Vince. He liked America the Beautiful, and so
he did.
Yeah, which is a great song. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of that as well. But for a major sporting event in the United States, having the national anthem before the game just makes sense. Like, that just tracks. I don't know. I don't know. It just tracks.
I hope it sounds good, because I can't hear it. So
it sounds. I can kind of hear it a bit.
She wears braces too. Cool. Good for her.
It sounds like it's a very young girl. Oh, I see. I looked at checking my Twitter messages. I see from Dis. Yeah, the pre-show audio is downright terrible. I missed that, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, we don't care.
No, I don't. But it's rough for them on that. All right, here we go, folks. All right,
they'll figure it out now when the screen goes black and everything goes. Everything gets.
So you feel like they got to start with the women's chamber, right? Like, that's got to.
You would think.
Just because I feel like the men's is going to have some sort of storyline and shenanigans moving forward after it, and you do that after the main event, right? I don't know. I could be wrong.
That's the way it always works. The women's goes first, then the matches, then the men's. And
TKO synergy. I know they had one women's rumble end a show once of it, but I think it's because the more storyline was driven with that or whatever. But yeah. Chicago's a good city, man. Chicago's great for wrestling. It's a fun town to visit. My wife and I went. We went to Lollapalooza 2016, 17, and 18. It was great.
If it wasn't on ESPN, it'd be still on Peacock. So take your pick.
Yeah, it's just it's all the same. Yeah,
they deal with people coming in. They never know who's gonna pop in or how many. The ESPN does a fine job. They all do, actually, in the long run. So
yeah, no, I haven't had many issues with the ESPN and where it is. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of any of the programs in the forms and streaming services, but that's just because, it's one of those things where everybody was like, oh, we're cutting the cord. We're going to save all this money. And I remember saying back when it was starting, I'm like, it's all just going to come back in different form. And now we're all paying out the ass for a bunch of different streaming services. Oh, is this the Punk thing? This was good. This was a very good little vignette they did for Punk in Chicago. This was done very well.
Let's hope YouTube TV gets on the ball soon so I can drop all this crap.
Right. I feel that. It's one of those things where it just starts to get they can charge out the ridiculous. I mean, and that's where people are, with the merger of WBD and Paramount, if that goes through, I mean, that just means that that's taking two of like the top 7 biggest studios in the world and putting them together. It's like, oh, great. So now we're all going to be paying. And then what is it going to be? All Paramount Plus is going to be ridiculously expensive now, or HBO Paramount Max Plus Discovery. Oh, fuck.
I can't buy it anymore. I'm done.
Right. No, you just got to figure. For me, it's like you got to go with what's important to you. Like for me, because obviously being a wrestling fan, wherever wrestling is going to be, I'm going to stick to that streamer with it. That was where Peacock worked for me, also being a English soccer fan, because it has that as well. I'm like, hey, I don't mind whatever I'm paying for this one because it's got 2 of the things that I watch on it. Awesome. And then they fucking changed it on me.
Yeah, it happens.
Is what it is. Is what it is.
I don't mind so much paying for YouTube TV because everything's on there for the most part. I have no problems with it, but I knew when the WWE deal got announced that they were going to take some time. I didn't think it'd be the whole year.
Yeah, that's crazy how long that took. I'm very surprised by that. Just
stuff like that. Legal red tape, I am sure.
I'm sure, but it just seems like that one. I don't know. You feel like YouTube, it would have made more sense to make it quicker. But I don't know. Plus, there's also like the tech side of it, like with any merger. I remember, different company mergers or whatever, where the technologies have to mesh together with it, and it's like mixing an Apple and a PC.
Mary, thanks for showing up for the live show. We appreciate you being here for the live.
Nice. That's usually one of our normal replay crew folks. I know Anthony said he was going to try to be able to make it. He normally has to.
He's in here.
Because of his work schedule. I thought so.
I already saw his name.
Nice. Yeah. All right. So we got a lot of the replay crew watching live. That's fun. No, it'll be good. It'll be a fun show. And then I feel like there should be some at least good, interesting storyline stuff coming out of it. Although, I mean, might as well talk at least a bit about SmackDown too, where it finally happened. Rhea and Io lost. I'm excited about that in the sense because
that sets up different scenarios for tonight. Big time.
Yeah, but it just and I feel like it confirms. I just saw Mike Glass. That's what reminded me of it because that's what's gonna. He said it. Have the Bellas win at WrestleMania. Having the Bellas beat Nia and Lash would be such a big. It's a big thing. Like that's happening. That is happening, which is fine. I'm excited for it. That is good for the Bellas. They'll probably have a ton of family drive up. It's only a 4-hour drive now from Phoenix to Vegas. They built that Highway 11 that's like legitimately just like a straight fucking shot now from Phoenix to Vegas. You don't have to go through Boulder City anymore. You can kind of just barrel around Kingman. You don't have to drive over the Hoover Dam. You just drive right over the water. Built that bridge.
Look at AJ Lee looking all prim and proper.
like she's not from New Jersey and Chicago, which means she's insane.
You never know she's a professional wrestler if you saw that.
No. No, but with the women, that's going to be part of the deal with it, and that's fine. I have no problem with the size thing as long as you use it in the right way and that sort of thing. Like at least with WWE, they're usually better with it. Man, the Chamber is so much different. I always just think of it because I was at the Chamber in 2003, and it's such a different structure now, which it should be. God bless. It needs to be much safer than it was. It was the worst.
Yeah, you want to land on steel?
No,
thank you.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And like the way the chains were too, like they just left knots and everything. Just no.
And the weight of the structure has changed too over the years because obviously when it first came out, it was all steel and metal and everything. Now it's much lighter.
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
Wow, 33 people watching live. Thank you. Thank you very much. Chamber is coming down.
Right? You knew that was happening. It's got to be the women, I would assume. But, yep, Alexa Bliss. All right. Well, then we will put this up on the screen. All right, who do you got? Who you're picking? I thought Alpha was gonna be here for at least by this one, but
I didn't think anybody be here for a while, to be honest with you, but we'll see. With Rhea Rhea and Neil losing last night, I pick Rhea.
Right? That I don't see any way it's not. We talked about it before of what was gonna make sense, and Rhea just is the only one that makes sense. Like I don't.
Because you gotta think of the end result. You gotta think who can have a good match with Jade.
And what looks great on a marquee.
Everyone wants Tiffy to win, sure, but then you got to deal with a shit sandwich.
We've already seen it, and it wasn't great. We already saw it; it wasn't great. And like I know people were saying, Rhea might not be the best ring general, but they're gonna have how much time? You know what I mean? Like they probably already knew today going into it. So you've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 7 weeks to figure this match out. You know what I mean?
I would take the opposite stand of that. I would say that Rhea's a great in-ring general. I think she knows exactly what she's doing and how to get around situations.
Too.
I would disagree with those people that say that.
I agree with you. I do. I think she's great. I think she knows what she's doing. I think she can pivot well with stuff. Like, if shit happens and shit goes bad. Like, do you remember when what was it, a couple years ago, where she took a DDT and the DDT was fine, but the way she hit the ropes, her knee bounced into her face and she like broke her teeth or whatever. But she was able to still like figure out how to get through that match and deal with it. That was one of the craziest clips I've ever seen. She just
you can think on the fly like that, and then you can picture last year Tiffany and Jade when they tried thinking on the fly, and their brains went right out the ring.
Yeah, and that's neither of their fault, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like both of them, you can't expect much more out of Tiffany. I mean, Tiffany's been doing this for 5 years total. Jade's been doing it for 5 years total, but 3 of them were in AEW. So that's almost like she's been doing it negative years. That takes time off your career.
I do like her sitting in the. Okay, it's a pretty good shot.
Oh yeah, she's a star. She looks great. Then the better she gets in the ring,
crappy seats though. Crappy seats.
I mean, it's a suite. That's how they work.
It's a corner suite. Obviously, okay, I see what they did. The corner suites were open because the main suites were all booked.
Fair.
You can see them all there. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, hey, I mean, the suites are expensive, dude. Sell those suckers out. I went to SmackDown in 2016 in my company suite. It was awesome.
I went to a Raw in Buffalo where The Rock headlined, and we were in the doctor's suite of the Buffalo Bills, and we were the only 4 people in the suite because the doctors didn't give a crap about wrestling. That's why we got it.
Right.
When the Rock was actually introduced, I couldn't hear a thing.
That's awesome.
And I was talking to my son right next to me and my buddy next to him. Couldn't hear a thing. Couldn't hear him.
We were, it was one of those things where the company would have sweet tickets that they would like give away as prizes and stuff. And because it was wrestling, there was only a certain amount of people that wanted to go. And I was a supervisor at the time. And I'm like, I'll take 2 tickets. And the director was like, yeah, just take them. You're fine. You're good. And I wasn't watching wrestling at the time, but I knew it was the fall of 2016, something like that. And so AJ Styles had come to WWE. I'm like, I'm going because of that. And it was one of those things where I hadn't watched wrestling in 2.5 years, but literally in minutes, you're like, okay, I know what's going on. And credit to WWE, even back then, the video packages caught me up, knew the storylines, ready to rock and roll. Oh, I mean, Asuka's going to make a great showing tonight. Asuka's going to be a lot of fun. She's going to do a lot of crazy shit, but I think this is Rhea's match to lose.
I think she's getting a little bit older now, and she's got to tone it down a touch, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, which is why she doesn't wrestle as often as she used to. She used to be like a weekly.
Maybe just relax.
Yeah. Well, I save it for pay-per-view, so I could see 1 or 2 crazy things tonight, but I fully understand. I'm fully with you. Oh, man. What got? 32 people watching live. Probably Rhea and Tiffany, maybe.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Or maybe Kiana James. You probably start her because she's probably leaving early. She's more of just happy to be here. I always compare this to the Oscars. She's just happy to be nominated, dude. She's good.
25 early likes, though. The record is 28 for our show live.
Denisha,
so.
yeah, I don't really keep an eye on the comments while we're watching a show. I only have 2 eyes. I gotta keep. I'm making sure the stream quality is good, and I got my left eye on there. This is why we need super chats. 500
I forgot
subscribers.
Raquel was in this thing. Totally forgot.
Oh no, yeah, Raquel's got. I mean, if Rhea doesn't win it, Raquel could make a lot of sense. I just don't see it making any sense. I just don't think she's. I don't think she's there yet. And again, WrestleMania, it's one of those things where people talk like the marquee test or putting the name on the marquee. Having at other shows, maybe it's not as important. At WrestleMania for the title, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill, that's a marquee matchup. You can promote that as awesome. Now, it's got the chance of being a shit match, but
nah, it won't. It wouldn't be.
We love you, D. No, I see you guys. I'll keep it on. I'm trying to I was also messaging different people.
We're running.
Yeah. No, I feel bad. No, but
D,
Mike, Sauce, Kev. There's a few people that I want to make sure I stay. There are people that were there when they were the only people there. Jake, don't forget. I remember. I will never. It's one of those things, man. I will forgive, but I never forget. I remember who was there with us from day one. I remember how we're treated by people. That's why when Dis and Awful ask me for anything, I'm like, what do you need, boys? They have been.
I stick with the old thing. I remember, but I don't need to be reminded.
That's fair. Sometimes I do. I get forgetful.
Rhea's coming out now. So.
I worked in music for many years. I
see what the volume is for
this. Live and loud. Yeah, no, and this was so good too for the way they did it with Rhea and Io, so they can still both stay baby faces. It works. They need to better for everybody's health. Nobody needs. We don't need them feuding yet. That wouldn't make sense just yet. Yeah, no, Rhea versus Jade that'll be a big match, and Triple H he'll make that be really a good story.
We're assuming a lot here, so. We're assuming.
Yeah,
we don't.
That's fair. That's fair. You're right. No, we are not people with sources, nor do we even lie and say we have sources. We don't even have fake sources.
I got a few fake ones.
Sneezing because of my allergies, and I almost dropped my tissue on that one. That's good. I mean, I could be like Dave and tell you I got sources. I got sources for days. Yeah. All women, whatever my wife sees, I'll just pretend that's every woman in the history of the world's opinion is my wife's. She thinks Javon Evans is cute. There it is. So all women think Javon Evans is cute. That's where that's.
So Rhea's not starting, obviously. She's going into a pod, so.
Right, so that gives Kiana James and Tiffany Stratton. Yeah. That makes sense. The youngest, probably the 2 youngest in the match. You got the best cardio. Go, ladies.
Have you ever had a friend of yours that decided to wear some of those freaky contact lenses and you weren't expecting it?
I mean, the not expecting it part, no. But you have people wear freaky contacts, yes.
Dude,
I lived in Los Angeles for 4 years. I've seen some shit, man.
We were playing hockey the one night. My buddy shows up, and we talk all the times before we were getting in the locker room and shit. We get in there, we're lacing up, and I look at his eyes, and I'm like, I jump back. He had snake eyes contacts put in.
Oh yeah, no, mine was
like, nope.
The few times I was thinking they were all women, so not a dude. That would be
no. We had a dude that was nuts. But he played
we had a dude that was nuts. No, that's fair.
He played hockey with us, so we didn't care. He's on our team.
I was just about to say that is how that's when you want somebody who's nuts. You want him on your team. You want the psychos on your team. In any sport, that you need that crazy person on your team. Yes, yeah. No, I was just thinking even baseball. Remember Albert Bell? He terrified people. And you didn't want him on you didn't want to play against him, but you still want him on your team.
Quick story for you about Albert Bell.
Nice. I'm glad I said him. There was a few I
would never thought of this. Being from Buffalo, we used to travel to Cleveland for Yankees games. I'm a huge Yankee fan, so 3-hour drive to Cleveland, no problem. We go for the 3-game series. We stay for Friday, Saturday, we leave Sunday. So for the Friday night game, we already have Friday night tickets and Saturday. So we get to the Friday night game, and this is when Albert Bell got pulled over for drunk driving in Cleveland. And we knew that going in. So we're we were like 10 rows up behind the Cleveland Indians dugout.
Nice.
And George in his drunk days was a little more obnoxious than George is right now. So George was, putting up his beer, saying, "This butt's for you, Albert," stuff like this. And security came down and asked us to stop talking about Albert Bell in that way. And we
in that fashion.
We didn't get pulled up or nothing, but we got warned.
I mean, because he was probably getting heated in the dugout.
Dude, he could hear it.
Right. And it's probably that point of like, they're not telling you for his safety. They're telling it for your safety because it's just
the whole Simpsons episode where Daryl.
Oh, he's a big leaguer. He can take it. Single tear.
My one Simpson reference I'll ever make is that one.
It's one of the top episodes of anything. Is that episode of The Simpsons where they had all of them in there?
Keith Hernandez, right?
No.
Is he not on there too?
No. First baseman's Don Mattingly.
Oh yeah.
No, I could sing you the whole song.
Was there a Keith Hernandez ever on Simpsons?
Yes.
Okay, I did. Okay.
Yeah, in a different episode of it where he was on it, and he was also on Seinfeld too.
Yeah, I know that.
No, the baseball one. I mean, I could run you through the whole 9. No, that song comes into my head more often than it should, but that's right in my wheelhouse of life. It's 90s baseball and The Simpsons. I'm like right there. Plus, you got to remember too, I'm a person. Like I grew up in the era where like Ken Griffey Jr. was the ultimate star. Like I'm not a Mariners fan by any means, but I have Griffey gear. Like I got jerseys, I got hats, I got rookie cards.
So WWE obviously has immense faith in Kiana James.
Yes, no, she's done
which is a huge honor.
Yeah.
I would think.
I was just gonna put big moment for Cash Monet said big moment for Kiana. Yeah. The women do seem to love Trick Ewing.
Tiffany
Kiana
changed her hair. Thank goodness. Tiffany changed her hairstyle. I like it a lot.
That is nice. No, I mean NXT, like this is what NXT is supposed to do. Like, like this is where you're supposed to be able to come in and really be ready to rock and roll. And Kiana, like people forget that she'd started to do really like establish herself on, it was either Raw or SmackDown. And then she got injured, and it was it her ACL or like she tore something. It was one of those like gonna be gone for 6 to 9 months, and that really set her back. But she was talented. She was talented in NXT. I also I always leave it to Evil Dose. He's like my he's the Evolve and NXT guru, and he was big on her talent long ago. So shout out to him for sure. But I still think, this has got to be.
It's a big. You're going from being someone's bodyguard to starting an elimination.
Yeah. And it seems like they're. I mean, obviously, like in the long run, it's going to split up her and Julia and probably turn her face, because you forget how strong she is. But like she picked up Nia during that match pretty well with these. She's got that like John Cena type strength where she's big. She's a big, strong girl, but you don't expect her to be that strong.
You can tell. You can tell in her leg definition.
I was just gonna say it's the legs, man. That strength.
And she obviously had a right knee injury because you can tell the braces on the right knee. So
yeah, I think it was she tore her ACL. I'm pretty sure. She's talented though. And again, this is kind of where this is where sometimes where I always talk about how I try to think of the positive ways, and not always. We're not trying to like look at nostalgia, but people talk about how there's not much talent. There's not many great talents under 30 in today's wrestling. And I'm like, but there is.
Dude, Tiffany's ring gear is all HBK. Have you picked up on that yet?
Oh my God. I didn't even look at it, but you're right. Yeah, she is. You're right. She is, oh man, even with the cross in the heart and everything. Yeah,
I like this look a lot better, dude. I like it a lot better.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good... like a badass, sexy baby face.
You go from a ditzy blonde to that. I could.
That's a good. That's a good character for Tiffany. And Tiffany will always have a special place in my heart because I was at the Cash In Live. Like that's like I always thought she was talented before. I liked her work in NXT. I thought her stuff as Ms. Money in the Bank was great. The moment she cashed that shit in, I was like, oh, you're in my top 5 women wrestlers now. Like you become part of it as the crowd. You're like, how could you not? Like that's as long as they've been doing Money in the Bank, there's only been how many successful cash-ins, really? Like what, 25, 30 maybe total? To say you're at one, I was pumped. Love Tiffany for that. Did I lose you, George?
No, I'm still here.
All right, cool. I just making sure. I know StreamYard. Honestly, it's when I asked that, I meant, did I lose me? Because that StreamYard kicked me off before. So who's the first one coming out?
I rearrange myself so I can actually talk and watch at the same time. So sometimes I forget where I'm standing.
I got kind of the lean going on.
I'd be interested to see who comes in next.
That was what I was wondering. This is where I would. You feel like like I would think like Raquel or Rhea would make a lot of sense. Bring somebody in with some size.
It'll be neither, just because you said that.
It's fair. No, that's par for my 2026. I'm like, oh, this would be cool if this happened. Oh, the masked man's Logan Paul. All right, fine. I tried. I did feel like Roman was gonna win the Rumble, but that was a pretty easy pick.
Yeah. 27 likes. I'm impressed.
Nice. I didn't. Yeah, no, we've had over 30 consecutive concurrent viewers pretty much the whole time. I appreciate that, everybody. That is really fun, and especially too with that none of our guests have shown up yet. It's like
live watch longs are not easy to do, folks.
No, they are not.
Easy as you would think they are.
They are not. No,
especially when you worked all day
or worked all week, or
plus worked all week and all day.
Yeah, we also have lives, and I'm a married man. Yeah, no, every time they land each other on those outside spots, yeah, you're right. Just think of how bad that was. Yeah. Oh man, with those bars there, oh, go back and watch some of those old.
You can't. Yeah. You start making facial expressions like, oh, you couldn't do this stuff you're doing here. There's no way.
No, and remember Rob Van Dam would fall onto that stuff. That was
there's no way.
Yeah, no, that was it was a legitimate structure of pain. Like that thing was brutal back in the day.
I always wonder who goes through what glass when.
See, and that's the other thing I always think of. I was there when Goldberg did his pump kick through it. And cut the back of his leg. Yes. I'm at 3, 2, 1.
You're back ahead of me again.
All right.
Fix that.
That's the weirdest thing about this. I haven't touched my TV. Who is it? Oh, you were right. I was wrong. I'll give you that. Not that you were right about who it was going to be, but you were just right that I was wrong. Which again, that's par for my 2026.
Yeah.
No, Asuka makes sense though. Get her in there, especially because she's not going to win. So
I like what they're doing with Kiana James though. She took her right out when the pod.
Yeah, no, that was a good move by her. Cool. I was going to mention that too, but then I didn't want to spoil it. But that was a good move by her. No, and that should be her. That's clearly her gimmick, is that she's smart. Like she's because a PhD candidate or whatever she is in real life.
No slouch on the eyes either.
No. Not even a little bit. Oh wow.
They sold out for this, right?
I believe so. Let me check WrestleTix. I would think so. I mean,
there have been hundreds of tickets left, but they're gone.
Right. Well, and the United Center is not like that big of an arena. Like it's not like it's
16 to 18, isn't it? If I remember.
I believe so. No, I just remember last year they did the Sky Dome in Toronto. They went for like a big, like
high aspirations for that one.
Really was. Let's check. So the United Center's capacity for concerts, it says its capacity is 23.5. For wrestling, it's usually a little bit less than that because they can't go as around as a concert can. But let's check here. Let's go to WrestleTix.
Asuka with a sweet little move there. Kick out from Kiana. Cover on Tiffany. Kick out from Tiffany.
No, but you can even see that Asuka's wrestling smarter with it. Like she's doing good moves that look painful, but not like as crazy as she could be. Current setup was 18,295.
Called that pretty
distributed 18,208, and that was
so it's sold
out. Yeah, right. With the walk up and whatever. Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, Chicago's always been a great wrestling town. I mean, aside from
till you burn it out.
Right. I was gonna say, historically it is, unless you try to run there every 6 to 8 weeks, it seems like, and any big shows with it, and I get it that it's your hometown area, but even WWE didn't run Madison Square Garden every 6 weeks in the Attitude Era or whatever. You gotta
maybe once a month.
Yeah, and even that would have been like in the 80s or whatever. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't see that coming, but all right.
I just rebooted my TV, so you can tell me who it is.
It's Alexa Bliss. They're bringing in all the little ones first. So now they're saving Mommy and Raquel, which I mean, I guess does make sense because I feel like that's who you have it come down to is those two.
You would think.
I would think because they've been pushing Raquel pretty hard, which is good. She deserves it. She's very talented. She's obviously listens to the coaching, which is why she's allowed to be, Hispanic female Kevin Nash. Like that's kind of what she's doing, and it's working very well for her because
my caveat on tonight was if Io and Rhea retained last night, Raquel would win tonight. That's what I thought. If they kept the titles.
Yeah.
But they did.
I mean, that way, because at this point, you're right. If they'd have kept the titles, you're kind of we're on the road to Mania. You don't want, no. That does make the most sense. Because if Rhea wins this match and they still have the tag titles, then the next tag title defense they're gonna lose. I like how there's a Mad Dog drink can. Like an empty 2020 back in the day. Oh, my liver hurts just thinking about Mad Dog.
Never touched it.
Oh, it was bad news, Bears, man. I mean, I lived in an area with not a ton to do, and you got the booze you could get.
Wasn't Mad Dog in the same basic talk with like Boone's Farm?
But way more potent. Like it's 15% alcohol. Yeah. No, and what you did with it is you made jungle juice. Like you got a big 5-gallon Gatorade cooler and you poured all that stuff in there. Yeah, because individually it's gonna take you forever to get drunk on those drinks. But you put it all together, and then somebody gets a bottle of she had a plastic gallon of vodka or like Everclear, whatever you can get to booze it up and then let it ferment overnight. Yeah, that was. That was basically how we got through summers here when it was 110 degrees. You just hang out by the pool, have a couple of those, and
so Kiana James is really showing out.
Oh yeah, no, this is her. This is her coming out party and like this
doing
is
a lot of good moves, taking a lot of offensive maneuvering. Very impressive.
Yeah, no, she's. This is her time to shine. Like it's one of those like you're not gonna win, but go get yourself over. Go show what you can do. Oh hey, there's Nick Khan. You're like right. She's doing it right in front of Nick Khan. Good for her.
Yeah, I'm at 10 seconds now.
Go get that paycheck.
No, I'm at 5,
2, 1. And
I got a little closer.
Oh Jesus! Mommy coming out with a kick. Good Lord.
To who else but Kiana?
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's Kiana taking moves. Man, she came in with a straight kick to the skull.
The only move I don't like from Rhea is that the fake looking headbutt. Other than that,
yeah, I'm not big on that either.
But everything else is solid, so I'm not going to let that bother my.
Right. Yeah. I got the one thing ruin the whole thing. Oh Jesus. Yeah. You knew whichever one of them came in, Mommy or Raquel, it was going to be a house cleaning.
That was a pretty good move. They were tossing Tiffany into Asuka.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Oh, setting up Alexa.
Oh, Jesus, Rhea is a strong woman.
Well, Alexa weighs 85 pounds. So
I know, but still really to be able to pick it's that wasn't the holding, it's the picking up over the shoulder still. Like that's still a lot of weight to him. If you gave me like an 80-pound bag of potatoes.
That's you. You're not Rhea. No offense.
Fair. That's fair. Nah, that's very fair. No, I haven't lifted weights in my 40s, and I am 44. I'll be 44 in June. So, yeah, you're right. That's fair. I mean, fine. Give me like my cat. I might have a trouble picking up. Somebody's using the chains. I'd see this is a much better cage than they used to be. Oh, what's this one? Oh.
It would seem to me that the crowd should be enjoying this because, like I said, I don't have the volume up for obvious reasons, but I would seem the crowd should be enjoying it. They look like they're watching.
I can hear them here and there through I have my one ear kind of.
So I'm
kind of open to it.
I can tell they're into it. I can see that by watching. So.
Well, and it's been a good match. There hasn't been anything like egregious or stupid or like.
Not yet.
Yeah, fair. Well, here comes somebody, but that's fine. That was good. That wasn't bad.
At least they pick Alexa to come off the top of the cage. That's fine.
Just gonna say, right? But even that, she still turned to the side too, so she's coming at you like with her side and her hip, as opposed to
and a subtle
Penelope
move
with her knee.
A subtle move from Kiana James. She stepped out of the way of the group of them and let them all catch. Here she's off to the side, so she wasn't involved in the catch.
Right.
Subtle.
She wasn't the big one. Yeah. But also, Alexa wasn't like leading with her knees like Penelope Ford was. Shout out to Harley Cameron. Feel bad that she got bullied off of Twitter for that. But
see, I guess who gets to come back against Alexa Bliss?
Right? Yep.
Yeah, James.
Yep. No, this is great. She's probably going out soon. Oh, maybe now. But still, this is great. I mean, she's had a great showing. She's in there with what?
Now, if they're smart, they keep her into the last. They would keep her into the last 3. That would be kind of cool.
Oh,
see,
there you go.
I didn't know that ahead of
time. I didn't expect to do how that way with it, but there you go with Asuka. There you go.
Missed to the eyes elimination from Kiana James.
Yep, nice. No, yeah, Kiana's in there with. I mean, everybody's a former champion except Raquel, right? The former world champion. So I mean,
she's a tag team champion, so she counts.
Yeah, I just mean like world singles champion. I mean, when you're in there with former, that's. Big spot for Kiana, and to not be the first out, like that's really they are showing how much what they think of her. That's like being in the final 4 of the Rumble. You know what I mean? That's a big spot for a young talent, and good for her.
Oh, Tiffany getting tossed off the chains,
and Raquel with that.
That's what they need to do with her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, she just needs to be a beast. Oh God. That was a good move on Rhea. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Raquel. Plus, I mean, how can you not be in the sense of like getting over that skin disorder and like any other problems she's had? Like
she just seems so much happier in the ring too. You can tell.
Yeah.
You're not going to be a psychiatrist to look at her and see, well, she's having fun.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty easy to tell on that one. And good for her. Oh, shit.
I like her tossing everyone off too.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, she's just tossing people around.
Oh, taking care of Rhea hard into the chains. Wow, good for her.
Yeah, she's just tossing everybody.
Yeah, Asuka not one to be denied. Kiana joined the group. Very nice.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Good though. That's how she should be booked. That's what people want to see. That's what I want to see. Hey, we're up to 480 subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing while you're watching here. We really appreciate it. We really, really do. That was the goal of this channel, was to have people hang out and pay attention and have fun with us. So please comment along. I'm trying to put them in here and see. I was going to say, I saw that Mike Glass earlier said his wife was going to be happy if Alexa won. Whoops.
We got the record for 30 likes. Now we're just setting new records with every like. So
we were over 40 concurrent viewers at one point. That was a new record. We're like WWE in 2024, man, setting records. I'm kidding. No, but I mean, Alexa was never going to win because it's clearly setting up her versus Charlotte. Charlotte is going down her depressant, eating her ice cream. She's going to be sad Charlotte, then she's going to be angry Charlotte and start fighting people. They really are good friends in real life. So it's going to be cool. They're going to have a singles match. It's not for a title at Mania. That doesn't happen for the ladies often, and good for them. I'm fine with that. Damn.
They have the camera shot outside of the pod for a reason. That would be it. That would be the reason why.
I was just going to say, I was like, yeah, you'll see it 2, 1, bang.
Yeah. There was a reason they went to that camera shot. And that's called production, folks.
It's talented direct. That's where you see, and I know a lot of Unreal is obviously staged, but some of it isn't. And that's that kind of stuff where like the directors don't know everything, but they'll know enough.
Cornette says, he's in the truck telling them get ready for this spot.
Yeah, exactly. Go out to the outside camera there. Have him there.
Double pin.
Yeah.
Double pin.
And see, this is how you make everybody look good in a multi-person match. This is how you do it. Kiana James did as best as she could until she was power slammed through this glass.
Is that the first ever double pin in the Elimination Chamber? I don't think that's men's or women. That never has it happened before?
In an Elimination Chamber? Not that I can recall. The last time I can remember it happening was Roman Reigns when it was Daniel Bryan and Edge, but I don't remember. I can't think of anybody else.
This sets up the final three, which you kind of thought was going to happen.
Right,
Rhea,
like this.
Raquel, and Tiffany.
Yeah, this makes the most sense. You know, because again, these are big stars. Tiffany was the world champion most of 2025, so
that was the first time in Elimination Chamber history. That's for sure. So.
Yeah, I think like it was.
Oh, excuse me.
And it was very well done. And again, like this is how you keep everybody looks good out of this. Like nobody's jobbing in a match like this, which is what if you're gonna have these 6-person big star big matches, have people look good. That was great.
You can have a match. You can have a match like this look good with no gimmicks either, except for obviously the cage itself's a massive gimmick,
right. But no one's but no one's had to like climb up the side and like Spider-Man over or do it. Like Alexa did the jump off the top. Okay. That was your one real big spot, but then they've used the rest of the stuff for them.
Yeah, you might get one more with Tiffy still in there. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, she's hanging her up by her legs that doesn't look like fun at all. Oh, and as you say that, up goes Tiffy. Yeah. She's a gymnast though, and that's why she can get up and do that stuff really quick.
You got one person there. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Jesus, Raquel is strong.
That takes some strength to catch somebody as they fly. Yeah, it's not easy.
Especially in that small of a space where you can't like.
Oh, that worked out good. Almost lost her shirt.
I was gonna say, I was like, she almost had a wardrobe malfunction there in the middle. There's a whoop.
I don't think she likes that gear she's got on. I don't know. Raquel, I mean.
Yeah, it's got a good look to it on a point, but I feel like, it might not be the most movable. Yeah, she keeps going back to it.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's going to happen sometimes with wrestling gear, especially for the ladies. They got to have that kind of different looks and sides. And yeah, if your stuff's not being held together properly, it's going to feel whoop.
This is your first time ever watching something with me. You'll notice that I look at other things going on other than what's really happening. I catch a lot of small things, as Jake would say.
No, it's just being observant. No, I like it. I appreciate it. But between the two of us, we usually can catch a lot of decent amount of stuff. Oh, yeah, no, but we do appreciate everybody watching right now and everybody who's subscribed and commenting along. After the match, I'll go back through and look at some of the comments, see if I can find any funny jokes.
And after the elimination. Oh, here we go. Rhea's on top. Oh, boy. That was impressive.
Yep.
Rhea sells so nicely. Look at that.
She does.
Now, Tiffy goes up to the third rope. Doesn't look back first, which I hate. 1, 2, 3. Tiffy and Rhea in the final two. Interesting.
Because I mean, for challenging for Jade, because I mean, Tiffany lost her title to Jade, so it does make sense for her wanting to do that with it. But Rhea winning makes the most sense.
That was a nice maneuver from Rhea there. I just wish she'd look back when they jump backwards.
I get you. But on that one, she knew she was down because Rhea had knocked her out. That one, I was, that one wasn't as egregious as some of the other ones. I'll give it that because their move was done and you're later in the match. When it's like 2 minutes in, you're like, motherfucker.
So far, this chamber's been very entertaining for me.
No, this has been good. They've had a really good flow with it. There hasn't been any lulls, and there hasn't been any like super egregious no selling or anything. No, I've really enjoyed this, and it's all made sense. And again, like nobody, like Alexa was the first out, but not in like a shitty way where you're like, oh, geez, she looked like a jobber.
I mean, up to 34 likes.
Nice.
Thank you guys very much. 34 is
awesome.
very impressive. And now everyone like you guys hit on after this just makes things better and better and better. Hit the heart button in the chat or the 100% or whatever else is in that thing. Just hit them as much as you can. It always helps.
I can't. It's one of these things where my brain, it's hard for me to process that. I yeah, we've had like 38 people watching live, 40 watching. I mean, for two guys who literally just try to, like, we're buddies who just like, hey, I think we could at least have some fun doing this.
And again, there's a lot going on that you do it too. We pick up on stuff that happens around us. It just,
it's true.
For all the professional stuff, it's pretty damn professional. Trust me.
That's true. Yeah.
You don't give us enough credit. I know why you do it, but I get it. But we are.
If you notice, I haven't done it as much because I feel like we've gotten. It was like my easy way of if we made mistakes, it gave us an out. You know, it's like a wrestler who. We had a bitch. Like, we were. You know, it's kind of like, I started a new job recently. I'd always, for at least the first, 2-3 weeks. Hey, I'm new. I'm figuring it out. You get an excuse. Just like anything, use the hands you're dealt. You got to play the cards you're dealt. Ooh. All right, I think we're going home here pretty quickly. I think Tiffany's going to go up for. Oh,
somebody's bleeding because the referee just put on gloves.
Yeah, Tiffany. When Rhea hit her with that slam, she hit her face pretty hard on the mat.
The bloody nose.
Yeah, right when she hit, her hands went right up to it. Yeah, she broke her nose.
1, 2.
Oh, she's really bleeding. She's got a busted nose.
It's not broken. It's still in the same spot. It's not broken. Not yet.
Yeah, fair. All right, good for her for still going though. Oh.
No, it's not broke. I can tell.
There,
she looked first before she went on top of the third rope that time. I saw her peek. That counts for me.
Boom.
Here comes Rhea. Down she goes. 1, 2.
Good stuff.
Rhea wins.
Good stuff.
AltJake and George.
Yeah.
Correct.
One for one. Although I feel like this one, like you said, after last night, this wasn't telegraphed, but it was right there for it. And you can't tell me that Rhea versus Tiffany isn't great. Yeah,
you have to think. You put yourself in Triple H's shoes. Would you rather book Tiffy versus Jade again, or would you book Rhea versus Jade?
Yeah, and I kept saying it with for the Rumble, like, not that it had to be, but it just felt like, there's a reason why they're having these, like, the video adverts are the 5 or 6 people at a poker table. You know what I mean? Like, it was always going to be people within those in these matches. That's why Liv won the Rumble. That's why Roman won the Rumble. Rhea wins here. It was Rhea and Tiffany, both of them as the final 2. They were at the table, like in the men's match.
She hit her nose when she jumped off the ropes and hit Raquel. Yeah, right there on the replay, you can see her. She busted her chop right there. When she did the flip off back and hit Raquel, she hit her nose.
Oh, did you? I know when Rhea slammed her down,
that wasn't it.
She grabbed her nose right away, but it was probably already messed up. Hey, good for Tiffany for fighting through and powering through. I mean, she's a talented woman. I mean, that was like in the Mania match versus Charlotte. She was beat up in that too.
Yeah, literally.
Point to Mania.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally beat up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, and good for I was just gonna say I was just about to put her over. Hey, Andre.
Let's give Kiana James some big time credit, though. Seriously,
round of applause for her. She was. Yeah. No, that was good. That was really good. I give that match 4 red lightsabers. All right. Thank you to our Sith Lord. Yeah. No, I don't see anything. Like, there was nothing wrong with that match. Like, that was perfect. It was a great match. There was no issues. That was what you wanted from it. Oh, Jesus. That's General's terrifying. I thought it was a cartoon. That's Jesus. Sorry, that thing scared the shit out of me.
Gotta sell insurance, dude.
Dead in the eyes. For a great low rate, and I'll murder your family.
So now you got Liv versus Stephanie and Rhea versus Jade.
Yeah, no, that sets himself up well for WrestleMania and those two as the 2 women's title matches for sure. No, I'm sold on that.
It should be commercial time for 4 minutes, probably.
Yep. And kind of show you see, get to see everybody in the men's match preparing, getting ready for it. Yeah, no, that's perfect. No, and the way they pivoted from Jey Uso was brilliant, because obviously we all know it was supposed to be Bronson Reed, and they had to have Jey win the match because Bronson couldn't, and making it we'll just attack Jey off screen. Perfect, done. And then Logan sneaks his way into the match. I love it.
I caught somebody as I was browsing yesterday through some stuff on X. Jey Uso is apparently really hurt. Like, no. they were nobody of note. But
I know, but the people that just
like kind of chuckled.
I mean, look, if you're gonna automatically have an idea, just believe everything's a work.
But
you'll be right more often than believing anything's real.
Yeah, but they got what they want. They got at least one person thinking it was.
Good for them. No, yeah, but it's just, I mean, nothing. He's really injured. Yeah, okay, sure. Just like Jade Cargill was when she was filming whatever she was filming. Oh, that's funny. I didn't see that, but it doesn't surprise me. Kevin Pierpont, is that according to Meltzer? Yeah, that's Dave reporting that it's real.
No, wasn't him.
There
goes the clock. There's the 4-minute clock on the board. There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm at 3 minutes 51 seconds.
I'm only 2 seconds behind you now.
Which is so funny because my remote is on my remote's on my coffee table, which is away from my desk. Like, that's funny. Oh, technology.
Yeah, we never know.
All right, so I would assume they probably go with the other women's match next.
That's what I told you. That's my guess when we said it. I said women, men.
I wonder if maybe Punk will be like, nah, let AJ go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This will be interesting to see.
I wouldn't think so.
I would think it'll be AJ Lee versus Becky and get that.
It is nice how they put the local commercials into this time period, because we just had a commercial for Iris Bank, which is only in our area here.
Nice. I mean, hey, that's we're working with your affiliates. I mean, that's to try to make it as close to being actual TV as possible anymore, since it's all streaming now. I always think that's funny though when I get that when I see on YouTube where you're like, oh no, that's the local. I miss the old like local commercials. Come on down
to Joe's Auto Sales.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Used Cars?
I don't believe so. I've heard of it, but I can't. It's
one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. Kurt Russell. I think he's in it. It's a great thing because they're like pirating their commercials onto live TV, and it's just super funny. I can't say some of the things I could, but I don't want to.
George getting us demonetized before we're even monetized.
No, we're past that time period now.
Yeah, so no, I was just messing. No, I've heard of the movie, and I might have seen it. So that was the other thing when I worked at the new and used record store, because we had used product. You were allowed to like check out up to 5 items at a time that were used, and this was before like streaming services or whatever. So there's a time from 2000 to 2003 where I would see it. Like I took so much different stuff home and watched showing, and then totally legally burnt so many CDs. It's so much music.
Did I ever tell you I get a letter from the government?
No, you got one of those, the Lars Ulrich letters?
Yes, I did. From Napster. I did get one of those.
One of my buddies who went to U of A, the University of Arizona, he got one. Like his whole dorm room got one, because everybody. I mean, this was 2002, so this was like everybody was doing it.
Napster.
Yeah, no, my buddy. Yeah,
I got one. Dear George Captor, please remove your.
Oh man.
I was like, holy crap.
Give me fuel, give me fire, oh shit, I'm in trouble. That's fucking great. Oh man. I always like how Dr. Dre got away with that scot-free, where he was with Lars the entire time with it, but like people just let him go. And I mean, it's one of those things where I never like I understood where they were coming from to a point, but like also too, they were like CDs cost way too much. Like I'm not paying $17.99 for your CD. Get the fuck out of here. Nothing's that good, especially back then. Oh man, for those prices, that was LimeWire.
Napster started it all.
I know Ja Rule went to jail and then got out of jail and had a reality TV show, but that was like a decade ago. Hell Chrome. So I'm not sure beyond that. I'm not 100% sure, but pre-demonetization. Yeah, I mean that is why we have the QR code. We can take donations on it like Dis and Awful do, but we're getting close to getting like super chats and actual monetization. But we're trying not to get in trouble beforehand. But I do say some weird shit.
There is a process.
Yeah,
they do have to approve you beforehand. They'll look back at your shit, and if you're constantly f-bombing and saying Yahtzee and
right,
all the other stuff you're not supposed to say, you're not going to be approved too quickly. Let's just say that.
Talking about your OF and corn subscriptions. Yeah, nobody wants any of that. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, we like you said, no, we're not trying to feed families with this, but we'd like to be able to have fun and enjoy it, and not, yeah. But we're 500 subscribers. Hopefully, I mean, I'm thinking by WrestleMania we might be able to hit that. This pace we're going. Oh God, we've got an how is the song "Bodies" from Drowning Pool still getting remixed to this day? That was like one of the original SmackDown theme songs.
I see Drowning Pool. That's the only name I know in that whole friggin'
That's
Offset.
all anybody knows.
Don't know.
Well, Offset was the guy. Offset was the rapper that was on Raw with Javon Evans.
Yeah, you said the word I don't care about. So we're
I only know because he was on TV. I didn't know who he was. When he showed up, I'm like, I would, if they hadn't put his name on the screen, I don't know. I'm a 43-year-old white kid. I love guy. There's a lot of hip hop that I grew up on. I was well versed in music for a while, but after about 2014, my brain kind of stopped paying as much attention. I used to pay a lot of attention because I have like two of my closest friends from high school. Like actually one of the guy who officiated my wedding is one of like the top like indie level promoters in music. Like he promotes venues up to like 5,000 people, like usually like the 1,500 and 500 person venues. So I could go to a ton of shows for free or for cheap with that, but I don't know who the bands are anymore. I see his promotions and I'm like, who? What? Where? I used to be so cool and no music.
So obviously the women's match is next.
Yeah. No, because they just showed Becky.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I burped. Pardon me.
Oh yeah. Oh man, you notice how I got that subscribe button down at the bottom, like right within the picture. Man, I made that. I was proud of myself on that. It's good work there. Yeah, no, this is good though. AJ Lee.
I don't gotta say anything because you already, pat yourself on the back.
I did. No, I was impressed with myself. I put some work into that. I'm learning here. I don't know where the hell Awful is. He was supposed to be here like at least.
I knew this was coming before it even started.
Yeah, it's fine. This is our channel. It's what we do. We want to have fun anyway. It's good.
I said to myself, I said self. It's going to be me and Jake for about at least an hour and a half, and we'll see what happens.
It's fun. Yeah. Hey, at least we're all right with that. Like it's not like it's like, oh shit, I'm with that guy. And this match makes so much sense too, though, because obviously AJ Lee like is a talented wrestler. She's fine. She can wrestle a little bit, but like in your first match back, you want to wrestle with somebody who it knows what they're doing. You'll be able to like walk you through it and be safe. And
what are stakes here? What's at stake for this, by the way?
Just the Intercontinental title, the belt, the title. Yeah, I don't think anything else.
So they'll go on to WrestleMania and fight somebody. I would assume. I would assume that this doesn't end. I'm assuming this ends with like a DQ or something schmozzy. You know what I mean? And then this match happens. I don't know though. I mean, I'm thinking Becky wins. I'm thinking Becky needs a little break. I mean, she could. I don't know. I'm just guessing because we've seen it. I mean, she's been out there working hard and what they're supposed to do, but still, right. I think she's gone above and beyond, going on social and stuff, and being with how I mean, let's be real. I mean, she pulled Maxine. She pulled Maxine into like legitimacy through a lot of that. Yeah, the Lyra Valkyria. She did. Yeah, you're right. Maybe she does. I mean,
You know, that she's got the daughter. I know, like Seth. Yeah, maybe like
it wouldn't surprise me if AJ Lee wins
either.
and then loses again at WrestleMania. Maybe something.
I wouldn't be surprised either, because you know Seth is probably at that point where like he's still healing, but like he doesn't need to be in like a full sling all the time, so they could go on a nice family vacation. You know what I mean? Like, you're probably right. Like, maybe go on a nice like 3-week family beach vacation, come back, you know, end of March and set the feud up for Mania. That would be perfect.
If the injury was what it was reported as, Seth is 100% ready to go. That's me.
Okay.
Based on what I know about that injury. But that's again my speculation.
Yeah. Well, and even if you are correct, they don't really, it's not like they had if that was what he was going to be and they were going to be correct and ready for him, he was going to fight Breaker and that went to shit. Maybe Breaker will be back in time. So it's not like Seth has to come back to get on the show. Like, just go take a family vacation. Everybody's healthy. Go hang out on the beach for a few weeks. You guys have earned it. Like,
it wouldn't hurt Becky to take a little break.
No.
Like I said, she's on every Raw.
Yeah. And she's done a lot of interviews, and you're right. She's all over social media. No, she could be good for a nice break.
The character's almost at the time where it's getting old. Almost.
Yeah, I feel that.
Not yet.
Or even if it's, I was just going to say, I'm like, it's not, but it could sooner than later. And, you know, for all of Vince's foibles, when he was at his peak and still smart enough.
Sorry, I turned on my volume to hear her entrance.
He cut stuff off before it would get stale. You know what I mean? Like, you know, back until about like 2007 or 8, and then he just gave up and became an old man. But you know, things would get hot, and then you cut it off before it turns. So yeah, Becky was right at that point. You're right. It's either that or it goes through Mania, and then she leaves after that. You know what I mean? Like, AJ doesn't win this match for whatever reason, then wins at Mania. But I think you're right.
Have her the key point. The key point here. And they're in Chicago. It's the key point.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I would like,
it's worth it, and this is a case where it's worth the time to put the title onto AJ from Chicago. You know, it makes sense. In this case, it makes sense. You just don't have a hometown person win because they're in their hometown. It makes no sense. This makes total sense.
No, it does. And just to be devil's advocate, because I'm not sure if we're gonna have many different. We're not picking different in the men's title match, and I don't know who your Elimination Chamber match is, but it might be. I'll just say that Becky keeps the title. She's gonna either win by cheating or she'll lose by DQ, just to be different, so we don't have the same pick the entire time. At least
I doubt we're gonna have the same person for the men's Elimination Chamber, because I still have no idea.
Oh, I have a hard pick for that. I
have nobody in mind yet until I see it and I get a feel for it.
Well, I feel like my pick. Either way, I'll still change for that. It makes this match fun anyway. Not that I'm rooting anyway. I don't really root for people too much. Although I mean, in the men's chamber match, even though I know they're going to win, like, there's a big part of me that's going to be rooting hard for Trick and Javon, just because, I mean, if you followed this channel at all in the last year, you know how much I'm a big fan of both those guys, especially Trick. I mean, was it like August where I was calling for Trick to get called up? I even put it in the descriptions, like, will Jake ever shut up about, are they calling up Trick? No, I will not. And I was right. At least I was right about that. I might not be right about a lot of things, but damn it, I was right about Trick. If you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch this Tuesday's Tooney Talk Wrestling, where Dis Awful and I
bring a towel with you if you go listen.
That's I mean, that is the funniest segment. I mean, just Trick and those ladies, like, that was the best. That proved everything you needed to know about Trick Williams. He is the most charismatic, and like I said, he's everything that Swerve Strickland tells you that Swerve Strickland is, but he does it at 7:25 in the morning with no. It doesn't have to tell you how great he is. He'll let those two ladies do it for you. No, that was fun for me to watch Dis finally come to my side on that. That Trick is amazing. And I'm excited to see what he does in the show tonight. Oh,
interesting to see him inside the chamber, that's for sure.
Dunn did one now. Dis is still clear. Yeah, that's why he's not here tonight. He had to get a new laptop. It's just too sticky. That was a fun bit.
Keep my comments to myself about that because
was
they're
fun. We
disgusting. No, they're funny, but I'm just not going to say them.
I know. We were having fun.
I enjoyed it. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I was surprised how far he took it, but it was funny. But it was, for me, it was just fun because I had seen that clip was going around, but I hadn't had time to watch it yet. I just really enjoyed the clip itself of just watching Trick literally have these two women just eating completely out of the palm of his hand. And again, it was that
that's morning TV. That's morning TV. Everywhere.
I know, but there's that. I know, but there's a level to it of that I've and the fact that it was 7 whatever in the morning.
TV,
and that minus the fact that he's impressive that that young of a time in the business. It's just, again, it's the comparison I keep making. Swerve that's what Swerve thinks he is, and Trick is everything that he is. These arms on Becky's jacket are like, what is going on with these? Like, the shoulders are too big, the wrists are too big.
She looks really nervous to me. I can understand why.
Too. Right. That would make sense. Becky looks like she's going to tell the airplanes where to go. Like, she's doing that thing.
I can see. It makes sense for AJ is nervous, though. She's in
What is Collision? Good question. Why is Collision? How is Collision? But really, who is Collision? Tony Khan will tell you how great Collision is. The fact that I'm surprised that they didn't do Collision on Thursday, honestly, with this show. Like, normally they'd either do the early one or they just do
taped it Wednesday.
So then air it on Thursday. Why are they airing it now? Oh, geez, I didn't realize they taped it Thursday. I mean, good for that. That's smart Wednesday. Though, because they had a better crowd. Or no, wait, Thursday?
Yes. Wednesday. After Dynamite, they taped.
Oh, okay, so they did for Dynamite. All right. That makes sense. Doing it in Denver. I know that. Well,
like they did with you guys. It made sense. It was perfect place to do it.
No, for sure. But I know they're doing Collisions on their own because next Saturday, March 7th, they're doing Collision in Tucson, just there.
Yeah, but I'm sure you're going to get plenty of ROH.
Oh, God, I didn't think about that. Right. Oh, God, that'll probably be like a 4.5-hour show with just ROH. Hopefully they're smart enough to do Collision at the beginning and just tape and air.
No. ROH should be first. Collision to be the main. Yeah, they're not doing it that way.
God, could at least do like an ROH, like a dark match, and then Collision. Then I would want.
Oh no!
See, I'm an old man. Where like I when I go to concerts now, I know the venues here in Phoenix well enough to know what time the headliner is going to go on. Because like I don't want to spend that much time watching opening acts I don't know, or if I do, I'm like, okay, so the second band goes on at 7:15. I'm getting there at 7, or like the headliner goes on at 9:15. I'm getting there at 9. If it was that show, I'd want to know, okay, what time is ROH? What time does Collisions? I don't need to be there for your opening acts of terrible. Sorry, I don't have the energy anymore. Nor do I have the money to spend on drinks.
Becky's doing a nice job at the beginning here, setting into.
Oh yeah, I mean Becky's carrying this through. Like a whiskey and ginger ale used to cost $6 at these venues. Now they're like 11. I mean, what are you kidding me? For drinks? Like when I went to that Dynamite, I got one drink and nursed it that whole show. Expensive. What is this news? Who is that? Ali Kam.
Oh, don't worry about it. This is political stuff. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right. I know who's Ali. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Jake doesn't pay much attention.
Doesn't belong in our chat, but that's fine.
All right. My bad. I didn't know.
No, I got you.
You're good. No, you're good. Yeah. Oh, this is why I like Mike Sauce. Me and him are very simpatico. What's up? What's going on? Good to see you, Anthony. I know you were. He's working on no sleep, and he's usually in our replay crew. Happy to have you here live with.
Yeah,
we have 41 people watching live. That's awesome, dude. This is that is fun. We've had over 300 people in and out throughout the show watching at different points. Like that's cool. That's fun. I'm really. Again, we're this whole plan was just to do this for fun, and the fact that there's actually people that enjoy it and want to hang out, and we were supposed to have a big special guest of Awful Wrestling. I don't know where he is. Actually, I do. I know he's building a StreamYard studio for their show. They're doing it that way, but no, whatever. George and I can hold down any fort. It's what we do. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I'm over here looking at the lights.
Yeah,
39 lights.
39. Oh man, weird. Man, that we're gonna. I'm not sure if we've ever had a.
We're gonna ratio ourselves pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, we get 39 people in here. 41 people.
I'm not sure if we've ever had 40 likes on a live overall, even like added up.
No, we never. Not at all. Never.
But with the replay crew, sometimes they'll come through and
our highest. I think it's like 30 something max, which is cool. But 40 on the live is just almost.
No. So the Grand Slam Australia show has 45 likes. I knew we had one that was close. Yeah. But that's like overall, that's including the live and the replay crew, like building to come out of the show with 40 live. That's insane. We never do that, but that's,
No, you're at 40 right now. So that's good.
That's awesome. Thank you, everybody. I really
and a very good match going on in the ring. AJ looks like she's calmed down.
Yeah. I was just going to say, Becky was smart enough. She walked her through get the butterflies out. And also
you can see it.
If anybody knows, I mean, it wasn't the same amount of time off, but it's the same mindset. Like Becky had a child and then came back. Like that's a big change. It's one of those things where like, are they going to remember me when I come back? How's it going to be? Blah, blah, blah. And AJ's in the same boat. She was out for 10 plus years.
Yes.
And there couldn't be a better person in the ring for AJ to have this match with.
Not
Becky
walk
her through it, take a breath. Like, yeah, kind of like Obafemi and Cody, just walk you through it, take your breath, everything's okay.
You could tell in the expression on her face has changed. She really looked nervous, and I could tell.
Yeah, you could tell she didn't know the speed she was trying to wrestle at. Now she's at full speed. Her timing's right. You're right. Yeah, it's obvious. Oh, damn, that's a nice DDT. I've always liked AJ Lee. I've always thought she was fun. I always thought she was talented. Granted, like if you saw my wife and saw AJ Lee, you probably understand why. There's not. I mean, it's really not that far off, honestly. I'm just being truthful.
I do like how Becky's talking to her too. You can see this. It's pretty obvious.
I was just going to say, I noticed that right there where she was just giving her a little next thing, or I'm going to come here and reverse that. Yeah. Reverse the manhandle into a roll up.
Yeah. If I was coming back after a long extended period, I wouldn't mind working with Becky either, to be honest with you.
Right.
Calm me down at least.
Right. Just like a season.
Because you know what you're doing. I mean,
yeah.
Just get through that.
And just what, like I said too, about that, somebody who's been through the same kind of thing, been through the same needing to come back from a long break off or a long time away, or however you want to phrase it. No, this was good. And this is exactly what this match should have been. Like, this is a good in-ring match. Like, they don't need to go outside.
Turnbuckle pad off without the referee noticing. I like it. The referee never saw it. A slick heel maneuver.
Yeah. A seasoned veteran.
So you do have an exposed turnbuckle pad now.
Yeah, which I think Jessica Carr, I saw her facial reaction. I think she noticed it that once. She did notice that it happened, but nothing she really do about it in the moment.
Oh, that hurt.
It's crazy, too, that this is the same building that CM Punk made his return into AEW. It's the United Center. It's a fun venue, but it's not quite the Rosemont Horizon. I always still like that one a little better. Oh, she got her in the armbar. So I meant to tell you that. I'll tell you live. It's fun. So my new job, right? I'm in the little parking area that we've got, and there's a car that the license plate says it's the word armbar, but the second A is the number 4. And I went over to approach it. I'm like, oh, is this like a wrestling fan? Totally like a jiu-jitsu MMA person. Like all the other stickers and everything was jiu-jitsu and MMA. I was like, oh, bummer. I'm still trying to figure out who it is to see if I can, get a subscriber out of the deal, but I'm not expecting to.
Be the last person you think it is.
Jake bragging about his wife. I
mean, now she goes to put. She just saw the turnbuckle. That's interesting.
Jessica Carr's a good referee. I just,
so something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen when her back's turned. You would think.
Appreciate it. We live in a small condo, so she can hear a lot of what I say. So if I put her over, I go.
That's what I figured.
I have a better time. And it's also true. I just
1, 2.
I keep telling you guys, and once if we can monetize and get this actually makes money,
a kick in the back of the head.
I'll go on camera and be like I'm just afraid of her getting the sickos after her because of me. Oh, and Becky's tapping. Becky's tapping.
No referee.
Jessica's down. Yep. I like the big tap that Becky's doing. That was good.
Yeah, she has the stupid.
This is good.
This old jacket on. Makes sense.
Yeah, and the yellow, like she knows what she's doing. The smart lady.
Never saw it. Okay, so maybe Becky retains. We'll see.
Yes, LC Killer, super, yeah. So when are we gonna get super chats? Sauce is exactly correct. At 500 subs, we can apply for it. Because I mean, yeah, the way YouTube works is it's a combination of your watch hours plus your subscriber count. We have watch hours. Y'all are here. Yeah. Y'all are always here. People ask. It's fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they don't even know the intricate details.
Why not? They want to start their own YouTube channels. Why not? Good for them. Give it a shot. But we have you guys here. We get people to hang out. We have our crowd is awesome. That's why I always say share it with your friends. Bring more on in here. I didn't realize that Becky's jacket had camo stuff in it. I thought it was all yellow. Oh yeah,
it's yellow camo, which makes no sense.
Which is right. I was just gonna say. I'm like, wait a minute. That's the most oxymoron shit I've ever heard. Bright neon camo. That's why my brain was taking a second. Like,
okay, referee bump taking a little long. You know how I am about this.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Get it in quick and
no, the referee can stay down. You send another ref out. I'm with you there. If the referee could be as long down.
It wasn't that much of a bump where she should be out that long. That's all.
I'm with you.
That's all. Minor details.
I'm with you. No. That's I would even just say that's not a minor detail. It's not a major detail. Nice it's a detail. It's a detail. I'll give you that. No, I'll put it over. You're good. I'm with you. I'm with you. That's fair.
Okay, right now Jessica should be getting like some kind of conscious level. Because they've been out of the ring for at least a minute and a half now.
Yeah, I say she dead. Yeah, Kevin's right. We need a new ref. Send somebody out. Where's the Charles Robinson? That's what you need.
Yeah, it's too long.
Yeah, no, it's too long.
Because now Becky's gonna get a 3.
Right, she's schmozzing her victory, but it took too long. No, it's kind of. I wouldn't say it's ruining the match, but it's a rough finish. It's
now she goes to get her up after she hit her with the head.
Yeah. And then she gives her the manhandle. 1, 2. Oh,
I'm on 1, 2 now. 1, 2. Kick out. Okay.
All right.
Surprised the crowd at least.
Yeah, I was saying, got the crowd up for that. People are like, oh shit.
They weren't expecting that because
you kind of just figured that was gonna be the womp ending, but okay. So now we're going home. What are we doing here? Let's get this in. All right, here we go. Yeah. Mr. Wilson, correct. Swerve is a cornball. I appreciate it. I see anytime I see a new name that I hadn't seen before in here and commenting, I will always put it over. I appreciate that. I really do. New folks in here are great. This was the Randy Marsh meme at the computer. Yeah, he loved him some.
1, 2, kick out again. Okay, very good. Not too many kick outs yet. Very good.
I mean, I was saying it with Trick back in the Trick Mello gang days. I was like, nope, Mello's great, but Trick has just it.
Becky throws a
nice oh shit. Okay. All right.
It's the turnbuckle. She didn't sell that turnbuckle shot very well, but okay.
Because she was going into the
the tap. Okay, that worked. Yeah, she's tapping big time. I like that.
Yeah, I like the big tap.
Jacket on.
Mike Bailey is cornball, spitball, every ball challenger, John. Mike Bailey. Hey, we got somebody from my area, North Phoenix. I grew up in Northwest Phoenix. I went to Deer Valley High School. I don't know where. The North area. Phoenix is bigger than people realize. Good for AJ though.
This gives what I thought would happen. Becky,
I was just gonna say, George. out the park. I bet you, Becky, we might see her on Raw and like have a breakdown and that sends her away, or we might just not see her again until she comes back to be ready for Mania. That would be smart. I think you were dead on, my friend.
My only complaint, a little long on the referee thing, but it worked out okay.
Now there was multiple ref bumps, so I will take that. But I mean, I don't know why you got it. But I mean, it was Jessica Carr, and it does seem like they were vacuuming with the Maxine stuff that it was eventually going to have Jessica wrestle Becky. So maybe that's going to happen at some point out of this. I don't know.
That also leads to your thought that she's training to wrestle, so she shouldn't be out that long.
You know, I didn't think of it from that angle. Son of a bitch. You're right. Nope, I didn't. I didn't think of it from that angle.
More pyro. Friend. Good for her.
Yeah, they do love a good pyro.
Well, I came along. That match came a long way because, like I said in the beginning, she looked she was pooping herself, and then I'm like, okay, calm it down, get Becky to calm you down, do everything you gotta do, relax,
I was just gonna say, Becky was smart, and that's just a seasoned veteran in wrestling where they know just get it through, take your breath, everything will be fine. Yeah.
Okay, for this quick little break here, I'm gonna go to the men's room.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm okay. I had 3 different people like DM me, tell me they were gonna be able to come in, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Awful is. I know he runs late, but goofball. Where are you at, sucker? All right, no, but we got a Papa John's pizza commercial, of course. Oh shit, though, we got I forgot about the crate. Oh crap! All right, y'all, what's in the crate? How are we doing this? I'm gonna turn once it's coming out. So I see with all this and Pierce there is that chance that it could be there. Oh, are we not doing this now? Oh, boo! I guess we're gonna do it before the main event. What do you guys in the chat think? What do you? Okay. I saw a cross in there, but please not Danhausen. It might be. I could see it being Danhausen because of Chicago, but Danhausen, I mean, it's funny or whatever. People like NXT. Danhausen would work in NXT, Evolve, not on the main roster. Not introduction on the main roster. I don't think, but that's Hornswoggle in the crate, where they recreate Game of Thrones, where Tyrion was in the crate when they went across the sea. They have a dwarf in it. He comes out with the beard and all beat up and angry. No.
I do think it's funny that I said I was going to the men's room. Like I have a men's room and a ladies' room here in my house.
No, Cash. The head was in the box. Her body would be in this crate. That's how that would be, right? Yeah, Gosling. It's a crate. It's like the Russian dolls of crates. The next crate says, "Don't open till SmackDown on Friday," and then it just keeps getting smaller and smaller until it gets to Mania. It's like the Russian dolls of crates. I'm all right with that. Hey-oh, I feel like a lot of people would like that. All BBB Sydney Sweeney. That'd be another.
I will say one thing. I see all these people. I don't see them. I read it. Danhausen. All signs point at Danhausen. Danhausen is not going to be on the main roster.
Yeah, I think.
Well, if they prove me wrong, great, and I hope you're all the best. But that is a gimmick made for NXT.
Oh, and it would be great on it. No, the only reason that Danhausen makes any sense on any level is Chicago, and because he just got taken off the AEW roster page, like because his contract ran out. Like that's it. And then it's because it could be silly, I guess. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I like
get it in this Chicago crowd. Who gets it? Like,
I'm sure there would be a decent pop of it in Chicago. I was gonna say maybe a half, maybe, but I don't know. Now, I'm a fan of Danhausen. Actually, the Exact Change man, my buddy who I go to shows with and stuff, he didn't know who Danhausen was. I still remember the text exchange when I saw some interview with Danhausen making a Simpsons reference, and my buddy Brian, I sent him a text and I'm like, "Do you know who Danhausen is?" "Nope." I'm like, "I just found your favorite wrestler," and Danhausen is Brian's favorite wrestler. So there are people that would like him, but
and how many times have we actually seen him actually wrestle? By the way.
I can remember the match he had when he teamed up with FTR. That's the one I remember. No, Dunn did what now? If it's If it's Jericho, it'd be a big bottle of vodka. But yeah, no, I don't.
He never wrestled in AEW.
No, he did a bit here and there, but not enough. And he's a decent wrestler for what I remember. I saw the match that he did on the Jericho Cruise. I remember seeing that on YouTube, I think, and that wasn't bad
on TV.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm with you. And that's why I don't think it's Danhausen, just because, again, main roster doesn't make any sense for him. He's not that over. Like, he's not the level of over that Joe Hendry was internet over. You know what I mean? Like, Danhausen is over on the internet, but in a much smaller level. Like, Joe Hendry's song was like #1 on iTunes in the UK and like #7 in the States. Like, that's not bullshit. Like, that's a lot of people, but you weren't going to get that.
Yeah, and even Joe Hendry took some time on the main roster to get for people for people to know who he was. Like, his first time he got applause, but people still didn't really know.
And that's why they did the Rumble and then Mania. Like, the Rumble was like there was a decent amount of people in that indie crowd that knew him, and then when it was able to work out where KO couldn't wrestle and you had to replace it, it was great for, like, Joe Hendry made a lot of sense to put him in that match, but it just didn't beyond that. I know, but
put up
this one's RGD's
put up RGD's comment real quick.
RGD, this one right here.
Yes. Ooh boy.
Oh. Shit. I didn't think about that, but that might.
As he put it up, I almost started.
Yeah, right. And as a Cody guy, that scares me, but I think I could see it. As I'm not a Rock fan, but oh boy, I could see it. I could see how that could happen. I really could. Oh boy. I still keep thinking that the Cody turn needs to happen slower and over a longer period of time, but that could make sense. Yeah, well, I mean, Tony Khan not only does Danhausen dirty, but he did. Here's the thing: anybody who is friends with CM Punk, that's why I'm so shocked. I'm glad she brought that up, because that's why I'm so shocked that Jamie Hayter has been allowed back on TV in any capacity. Not that she's been over great, but just the fact that she hasn't been frozen out because of her comments of saying how great Punk is and how anybody who wouldn't take his advice is stupid. I thought that was her saying, kick me out of AEW so I can go to NXT. Oi.
Yeah, maybe.
That was it. She made that comment a long time ago.
Yes.
I was shocked. I was shocked by that.
Also, sorry, but Danhausen got paid throughout that whole time. So
yes.
Let's not feel bad for him that much.
Yeah, no, he definitely did. Hey, we got up to 481 subscribers. Thank you all. All right, I'm going to go refill my alcoholic beverage really quick and read some chats, George. You'll be good.
We are up to 41 likes for our new live chat record tonight, so I'm appreciative of that. WWE acknowledging the armed forces, the Air Force to be specific. Roberto Armas. Just giving you play-by-play as we're giving it here, folks. Sorry. I'm not the main part of the show. It's not George Takes On. It's AltJake Takes On. I'm just here for backup. But nice to see they do the military tribute still. That's a Vince thing from the old days. Vince always like supporting troops and stuff, so he was always Mr. USA. So that's pretty cool. I like when they do that. I always like the troops Christmas specials that they used to do live. They were never live, obviously, but they were fun to watch. I enjoyed those a lot. I used to watch them all the time. Really enjoy them. Not gonna lie. All right, time for Finn Balor and CM Punk. Finn Balor coming out looking great as he always does for a 40-year-old man, however old he is. Looks great. Got the crowd reaction on the entrance like he always does. Man's got abs of steel, no question about it. Wish I looked like that. But I'm 60, so what are you going to do? Is what it is, folks. As we get older, Not gonna lie. But I don't think anybody expects Finn Balor to win this. I wouldn't think so in Chicago. But you never know what they have in store for us. But I wouldn't think so. He gets a good crowd reaction even in Chicago. So there you go. How about that? People like him a lot. But I don't think he's going to take the victory in this one at all. We'll see what they got in mind for us.
All right, I'm back. Jesus.
I do like the presentation of Finn Balor. I will say that.
Oh, no, going back to the old song was so smart. Finn's He's much better is this version. Which, I mean, it makes sense. The Judgment Day is about to implode or... Hey, look at that.
Someone jumped in.
Coming in. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
This is where we go to the little buttons.
All right. We have the wrestling old head.
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
What's up, buddy? Happy to have you join us. How you do? If you want to, you can even like add your video or your avatar in for the picture there if you want to. Good to have you join us for the party. Have you been watching the show?
Yeah, I've been catching it. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way?
Yeah, you sound great. You sound crystal clear, my friend.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I kind of been listening to it in my ear because I've been hanging out with the daughters.
Oh, no, I meant like okay. I meant EC, not us.
Yeah, no, the Elimination Chamber. You're right. Yeah, I've had it in my ear.
Nice.
Because I didn't get a chance to watch all of it. I caught some of the stuff though. What'd you guys think of the Women's Chamber?
We thought it was great. Like we thought the pace was good. I mean, we both kind of thought, and I'm sure you probably did too, when they dropped the tag titles yesterday, kind of was like cleared that pathway for Rhea to get in the title match. But the match was fun. I thought it was great. I mean, good for Kiana James to get herself she'll have a great performance for herself and get herself really over. I was shocked by how invested the company is in her. It seems like I felt like that was almost like the equivalent of being the final 4 or final 3 of being in the Rumble, of having that great of a performance in, one of the biggest matches on the show or one of the biggest matches of the year. I mean,
she definitely had a standout performance.
Yeah. What'd you think of it? What'd you think?
I just turned my sound on for the entrance. Sorry, it's me.
Are you good?
I think it's interesting with Rhea Ripley winning. I mean, you got to have a marquee matchup in the women's division for WrestleMania. I know a lot of people aren't too hot on the Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan, story. So, I mean, you can't get as big of a match as Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill for what it is. First time matchup,
right?
Rhea Ripley going for the title again at WrestleMania, but it'll be interesting to see what they do with Io Sky going forward. Are they going to put her with Julia for the U.S. title, or where is she going to be left? Because she's not going to be in the tag division, obviously.
So my thought, and I'm glad you brought that up because honestly, I forgot that I said this forever ago. Like even before Rhea and Io were like tag champs, I was saying you could have the all Japanese match with. And not even Julia, but just I was thinking Asuka versus Kairi versus Io. Like, because with Asuka, the way she treats Kairi, that's an easy breakup there. And Io, like that would be a great like tribute to Japan almost. I mean, you could bring Julia in too, but I would almost just because of the story the three of them had together as Damage Control or whatever, that would be such a great match for them to have. And I thought that's where it was going well before Io and Rhea teamed up, and then they teamed up, and I completely forgot I had that thought. You unlocked some dusty thoughts. I seriously, like, I predicted that forever ago and thought it was a great idea and forgot all about it. Thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah, I had a similar thought too. I was thinking that Julia would end up with Asuka at some point, and then once
this is an entrance,
with
folks.
Kairi, she would wrestle or she would team with Io Sky again, and there you got your tag match right there.
Yeah. Man,
that's
not gonna lie,
dude.
Not only the entrance, but did you guys see the jacket? It's got Larry Forever embroidered on the back, and it's got like the logo that he had of Larry's head that looked like the Roddy Piper shirt. Remember, like that. Look at the back of his jacket when you can. As somebody who lost a pet in the last year and a half, like that. That's fucking awesome. That was a long ass entrance. Yeah. I'm surprised Leland Color wasn't there for it with how long that was, but. That jacket is awesome. Oh my God. Like you can't. How can you not love this guy, dude? Like he literally,
there's plenty of people that don't.
Fair. That's fair. Larry Forever, man. R.I.P. Larry that's awesome. And good for him in his hometown too. Like look at it in Bulls colors too, with the two in the tights. That's nice.
Again, these two matches in between the chamber matches don't work anywhere else but here. Well, maybe this one.
Maybe. Well, this one does. This one, it wouldn't be this hot. It wouldn't need this much attention. This one does. But like we were saying going into it, you booked it for, I feel like you booked this going into it. Like you knew what you were doing. You're going to get Chicago. Like you knew you're going to have it work with it. Look at him with the flag. Like this is just makes too much sense. Just like having him return at the War Games in 2023. It was like, well, might as well. He's coming right here. Like you can't get those moments anywhere else, and you might as well.
The jacket is dope. I'm seeing it for the first time. I
Yeah,
might be a little
right.
but it's dope.
Right. Yeah. Like that's class.
You
I don't know if you guys saw, you got the tattoo of Larry's paw print on his heart.
You
I love
youngsters
that.
using the word dope.
I'm trying to be hip, George. I'm an old head.
The only dope I knew was the kind you smoked, and it wasn't good for you.
And now it's legal and recreational. There's a dispensary 3 blocks from my house. It's the great. I still laugh about every time I go and go to the dispensary and do an online order and pick it up. I just think of like 17-year-old Jake and just meeting people in the Circle K parking lot for some fucking brick dirt shit. Like, and, like a lot of what's changed as we've grown older is shit. Like, you know, technology taking over, AI. There's a lot of terrible stuff, but the fact that I can take my phone and go, yeah, I want this, and drive, or sometimes walk when the weather's nice. There is some good to the world. Yeah, no, I really love
lying
that
if I said I didn't miss it.
I mean, yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Can I be
But I
honest?
also,
Can I be honest for 1 second?
oh, you can be honest for as many seconds as you want, my friend.
I have smoked weed twice my entire life.
That's fair. It's not for everybody.
I just not my thing. The one time I got hungry, and the second time I was in the fast lane of the thruway doing 35 miles an hour. And I thought I was doing 90, but I was doing 30.
So,
I'm like, I'm out.
Me too, George.
So what's funny is it's the way it affects you. So when I did a semester of college in London in 2003, and London, like Amsterdam is London's Vegas to like for Phoenix. Like, so Phoenix to Vegas is a 45-minute flight. London to Amsterdam is a 45-minute flight. So for like we could go down there for a weekend all the time, and they have like, it's actually called the Hash, Hemp, and Marijuana Museum. And they have like these areas where they kind of describe the science to you. And there's like 5 different ways it affects you. You guys would be in like levels 4 or 5 where it really, like I'm like a level 1 or 2. Like I can smoke it all the time. Like I can eat a like batch of brownies and I'll be high, but I'll be fine. You know, I'll be totally functionable, but it's just, it affects everybody differently.
So you think you're functionable?
I've literally you have never spoken to me not having smoked in my, like I smoke, I'm every day.
Boy, Finn Balor really needs to hit the gym, don't he?
Jeez, I was just gonna say, I'm like, look, yeah. Yeah.
And the guy apparently smokes weed. Did you hear about that?
Yes, what he did the RV. Well, because there's ways to where it'll work well for your like like joints and hips and stuff where you can be better working. It probably helps his workouts, you know, as opposed to.
He looks stoned right now, to be honest with you.
Helps with his anxiety, you know, make sure he's has the right.
I don't care. I mean, I don't care anyway, either which way. If it helps you, whatever.
Oh, for
doesn't
sure.
bother me at all. I don't care. I'm not one of the,
I'm
not one of the 60-year-old. I'm not one of the 60-year-old dudes that'll sit here and say,
yeah,
whatever works for you, works for you. Fine.
Yeah, and then
you gotta be careful about the THC percentage, though, because the last time I smoked weed, I could feel the hair in my ears growing. It was really strong.
That's the other problem.
Yeah,
well,
I was like,
I'm gonna play the old man role for a second. But when I was 17 and smoked weed for the first time, no problems, fine.
Right.
The second time, however, was a little bit later in my life, and that's when I was doing 35 in the left lane. So.
Yeah. Oh no. I always think of like the old Cat Williams bit where it changed where, you know, I just want some regular weed. You know, I don't want this shit that's gonna make me think I'm on a different planet. And that's the other thing too. Like my wife and I both smoke, and I go to the dispensary, but like I get there's cheaper stuff. Like I don't get the worst stuff that they have, but I get like the stuff that's on decent sales, and like I get the minimal percentages. I'm not looking for like 30 to 40%. So like, you know, so you're sitting on your couch and lost. I want to be able to, you know, not hate the world. And I got a bad knee. And so that helps my knee. And I don't sleep well, and it helps me sleep. That's about it. I really like
my
Punk's.
job,
Oh,
I
they're
work in a-
Blackhawks colors. I thought they were
Oh,
Bulls.
right.
No.
Yeah.
He's even got the black. Of course it is. He's a hockey guy.
The Blackhawks logo in the front of his shirt.
Yeah, I know. That's what
Nice.
caught my eye. And I mean, they play in the same arena. That makes sense. Every time I see the Blackhawks, though, it does make me think of Wayne's World. Game on.
If I'm not mistaken, the Blackhawks really suck this year. So
I don't. You're my hockey guy. Finn Balor supports the same English soccer team I do, and he's kind of in their colors in blue and the white on his back there. The black's not really our color, but we're blue and white. That's actually why most of our colors on our channel are blue and white. I need to pick a color scheme, and that's the one I have the most stuff of. So,
blue and white covers the Sabres colors for Buffalo hockey and Buffalo football. So
I thought that's when I thought of it, that was the other end. I knew I was close enough to Bill's colors. I'm like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
And I didn't think anybody else had
that we get a Dominic Mysterio run in tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised. We're definitely getting a JD McDonough one, I would think, and probably a Dom one too. I mean, you feel like though that could also be where that goes too, is to like a Judgment Day triple threat match at Mania. So you got to start thinking that way with everything. Like, what's going to end up at Mania? And you could easily have Dom versus Finn versus JD at Mania. I would sign up for that.
Would you waste that match on Dom though?
I don't think that's a waste. I think that's a good match for Dom. I think Dom.
I like to see Dom in a one-on-one match. I don't want to see him in a three-way. That's me personally.
I give you that, but that three-way would work for me as the breakup end of Judgment Day. I would work it on that level. I'd be cool with it for that one. If not, then maybe just have Dom versus Finn. That would be good too. But I feel like JD getting left out. It sucks for him because we are big fans of JD McDonough on this channel. We've always put him over. The crazy son of a bitch. That dude's he's not even injury prone. He's just insane and does stuff that will injure himself. Good Lord.
He's the definition of all gas, no brakes, right?
Seriously, dude. Still just thinking that what was that thing where he flew out and the way he hit that table? I was literally thinking about it. I grabbed my ribs. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, don't forget also, that was the first show they changed the table.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, test out the new table. Oh, they hurt.
Yeah.
I also want to shout out. Thank you. We are now up to 483 subscribers today. This is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. We've had over 30 watchers or 30 concurrent viewers pretty much the entire show.
Yeah, 42 likes. 42.
Oh, that 42. Is setting new records left and right.
If we could possibly, I mean, I don't want to beg for shit, but if we can possibly get 50 likes before the live show,
I'll beg a little for 50. We have the rest of this match and the next match. So, and be sure to tune into the awful wrestling.
I'll interrupt you real quick, Jake. I'm sorry. When you get to 50 likes and 100, like 50 is the first one. When you get to 50, that changes up where you put yourself in.
Right.
So
yeah, no, that's same with like the 500 subscribers. There's certain levels where you get more pushed into the algorithm. No, absolutely. No, I was just putting over This is awful for the. I know they're going on, after the PLE is over. We'll probably give like a 10-15 minute wrap up or less, and it'll go right into their show. So be sure to tune it over to the Awful Wrestling channel for that one. I know they're. Awful was supposed to hang out with us and then go over to there, but I don't know what he's doing.
So technically, this will be a great match, you would think, which starts off to be, so that's fine.
I mean,
this is a chance for Finn Balor to get a rub off of CM Punk in a way. I mean, it looks like he's on a trajectory to being a little bit more appreciated than he has been in the last couple of years, I would assume.
And I feel like that's also probably because he's similar in the AJ Styles run, where he's going to end up being, he doesn't have that much longer to his career, even though he looks in great shape. I don't feel like, he's been wrestling since he was like, 14, 15? Like there's a point where there's a point where that's just going to end. Like your body's going to give up on you, I would think.
It's interesting about the demon gimmick. I would have expected that to have a resurgence now that, no offense to Vince, but, Vince didn't really utilize it the way that I would have expected him to use something like that as a spectacle, kind of oversaturated that gimmick a little bit. But I would have expected them to have a resurgence for it. Doesn't seem like Finn's into it too much. But
no, he doesn't want to. He doesn't seem to want to do it. So
no, doesn't seem interested.
Which I mean, I feel like he's done pretty much everything he could do in his career. You know, at least that I would think. Oh yeah.
I will say, give it up for Dodge Ram supporting the show. Jeez, they're all.
Yeah. I feel like, and they
can't be a cheap sponsorship.
Well, and they it seems like that's what they've done. Each PLE has one main sponsor. You know, what was the last one was DoorDash, and there was a movie before where there's the one in the middle of the thing, and that's good for WWE. And that also too, think of it as where it's Ram as the sponsor, or before it was DoorDash. Remember back in the day, it was like Stacker 2 and these weird products that no longer exist because they probably weren't. They probably turned
Stacker 2 gone. I keep thinking I see it once in a while. Stacker 2's gone,
I have
right?
No idea. I think
they're still around actually, which is kind of weird.
Oh,
they could be. I don't know. I thought I saw it the other day. That's me. So
I just saw this. Anthony sent me a DM, but apparently there is not a blackout right now in the bars in Chicago.
He's in Chicago. No, he's in the bar in Chicago right now.
I don't know. I'm just going with the report. What's being reported to me from them. I didn't say it was truthful or not. I just said other news that I got from other people. I am not in Chicago. I am in Phoenix, where it's 85 degrees and I'm sweating my balls.
Oh, we hit a high of 79 today, by the way, Jake. Oof. 79.
Was it humid for you guys? Or?
No.
All right.
Perfect day. Record high.
That's beautiful.
Day.
79, no humidity. That's fine. No, that was us last week. We had our early summer show up this week where it's been in the 90s, and I live in an old building that can either do heat or cool. So they're turning it over to air conditioning literally tomorrow. So thank for that. But I've been a little sweaty today. So
we finally got out of the cold, but I think there's going to snow later on tonight.
Oh, did they, Mike? Is that what they posted? No, I'm gonna jump on This Is Awful. I'm gonna, after tonight, I'm gonna eat and then I'll jump on. I have to eat at some point in between, but no, I'm gonna hang out with them for the end of their show. Yeah, I don't know why Awful's not hanging out with me, but I'm kidding. I'm the one who has to. I've got to do more promotion of it because we're the ones. I mean, he's over 1,000 subscribers. He's happy with this. He's monetized. I've got to be. I'm spread myself out so we can get ourselves monetized of it. That's just why I'll do appearances on any other podcasts that want me. Reach out, shoot me a DM or an email. I've got the AltJake Takes On at gmail.com as the email address as well. Also looking for sponsorships. Looking at you, HelloFresh, or I do Blue Chew ad reads. I got no problem with that. Or what's the other ones? I've seen Factor that does a lot of them. I'd do that one. Or DraftKings, that they seem to pay a lot of money. I feel like this match is gonna it's gonna go for a bit, but I don't think it's gonna go super long because I don't think they don't want to risk Punk getting a chance of an injury, right?
That, and you also got an hour for the Elimination Chamber at the very
right.
end.
Yeah, that's a valid point because you do have. I mean, if nothing else, you got 6 entrances plus the actual match itself.
And then we're going to find out who's in the crate or something, or what's in the crate. You think
when's that going to pop up?
In between I'm pretty sure in between this match and the main event. I thought it was going to happen before this match, but I feel like it's in between this one and the main event.
That's what you would think, but I can see them holding this. Oh God, I can see them holding it right to the very end. I'd rather not, but I can.
So here's the thing: if the prediction earlier about it being a Rock gift to Cody, it might be afterwards. And oh God, but if it's,
I didn't hear about that. A Rock gift to Cody, really?
Somebody in our chat, I forget. Yeah, I forget which one. I'm bad with names. Let me see if I can find his name.
RGD
posted, what if it's a gift from Rock to Cody, like a selling his soul, you know? Yeah, RGD 425.
That's just one of our people taking a shot.
Yeah, that's no, and it was one of those things where when he said it, both of us went, "Oh, I could see that." Yeah, here it is. There it is.
See that.
My bold take is that Cody's going to win. Oh, that's not it. That is the heelish thing to do.
Kevin, don't hurt my feelings like this, please. Don't kill me. Come on,
hurt my feelings.
God dang it. I try to entertain.
I don't mind a Cody heel turn. I actually don't mind it. The only thing is that I have a problem. If you turn him heel now, there's no successor.
Oh, it's
you
not
have no
now.
young
It's
guy
not
that can take his place.
Yeah, and it's too soon to do that. Like it's like they're already slow building it, and it's perfect. Like right now, you know what I mean. He's not a heel at this moment, but he's like being more honest and being less, always babyface with it. It's smart about it. I like that. So it's sauce. Sauce.
Yeah,
is in
I
the
would
box.
buy that. I would buy it, Sauce. 100%.
Or is it Regina?
He's in the chat now in the box.
Makes sense. He's like Hornswoggle under the ring.
I can hear the announcement now coming from the box. The Quad Father.
I went super hokey with my prediction of who's in the box. I thought it was going to be, there's a rumor that the New Japan Pro Wrestling guy Evil is coming in.
Right. I've seen, yeah.
So I thought they would bring him in, but have it as like a statue at first, and it's Danhausen that brings him out. I went super hokey with it.
Very evil.
Go full throttle. Why not?
Yeah, go all the way.
At least for PG now and no Vince around. Otherwise, I feel like we'd be getting dick in a box jokes.
I gotta do what I always do. Hang on one second. Sassy girl. Thank you.
Oh. Appreciate everybody in the chat, every single one of them. It's been, we're over 40 people watching, 43 watching right now, up to 483 subscribers. That's awesome. That's the idea of the watch party. Have some fun. Everybody gets to hang out. Like I said, I treat them like the old days of when we all had to go to people's houses to watch pay-per-views. And
44 likes, 44.
Everybody, so somebody orders the pay-per-view, somebody brings the beer, somebody brings the pizza, somebody brings the weed, whatever works.
Looked like Finn Balor caught him legit with that kick there.
I mean, these two guys are professionals in that sense. You'd rather lay it. It's good for the business, that old line. You'd rather lay it in than, right? You got to go that way with it. This match has gone on longer than I thought it would, though, honestly. And they're both still in. I mean, they're huffing and puffing, but nobody's blown up or anything.
Punk.
I mean, obviously, Finn.
Punk is one of the best wrestlers at looking like he's tired when he's not. Much like Bret Hart used to.
I was just gonna say the Bret Hart school.
He's like that, and he's bleeding from the mouth. So cool.
Oh, he is. Damn. Yeah. So Old Head was absolutely correct. He did catch him with that. Case in point. No, you're right about that, George. Though he does it. It's absolutely the Bret Hart move. Bret Hart looked like he was super tired, and the match would go another like 25 minutes of it, and he would do all of his moves. And he was great about it.
It looks like you're really hurt. It draws you in more. They don't sell as much like that anymore. You don't see it as much.
And selling is everything, man. That's why. I mean, people call me an AEW hater, and I'm not a hater. And you can't tell me that all these guys are great when they never sell. Like the greatest wrestlers ever: Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart.
Why do we like Mark Davis so much now?
Yes, he sells. He was a big dude, but he sells. I mean, selling is everything in wrestling. And it's a cheesy line, but it's my favorite one. If they're not going to sell, why should I buy? I'm sorry. It's just the truth.
It is cheesy, but it's good.
It is, but it's true. It is. No, it's a clear.
No, it's good. It's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
When you first said it to me, I like it a lot.
It's one of those ones because it's simple, but it's the truth. And then just go back to
because if you're involved in the struggle, you want to make it look like you're right in the struggle.
Yeah. And then look at anybody's top 5 best wrestlers of all time. You're gonna have Flair.
Punk's into it now. Look at Punk's facial expressions. Awesome. I like it.
Yeah. He's punking up. No, I like this. He's still going back and forth with it. And Balor just still, he still looks like he could go for
They got their second win quick, didn't they? Holy crap. Look at these guys. Good for them.
Yeah, especially for two guys in their mid-40s. That's pretty impressive.
Good. Damn. Laying in the elbows convincingly, not John Moxley-ish.
No, God.
Right.
The forearms. Oh. I didn't think he was going to actually hit the coup de grace.
That stomp's got to hurt.
Yeah, there's certain things where, again, like, I know we're working here, but I don't know exactly how you work that. I've never understood that one. There's
2 feet to your abdomen. Okay. Hold your breath.
Yeah. Right?
That's it, right?
It's like the the bonsai drop or the annihilator, whatever. I mean, I know they can put more weight on their feet or less weight, but even if they put as much as they can on their feet, like Yoko's still 400 pounds on your stomach, bro.
Even that Meteora.
Oh God, yeah, with the knees,
that's crazy.
Yeah, or Carlito with the backstabber. I'm sure there's ways that the backstabber would land, and it'd be like a great chiropractic. It'd crack everything, and you'd feel great. But if it didn't, man,
oh, got it. But he's out of the ring. Oh, bummer. The look on Punk's face says it all. That's
I was just gonna say that was a perfect sell. And I like how he didn't
shit.
I like how he didn't wipe the blood off his mouth. He just put his face on the mat so it would leave a little blood stain. Good for the business, man. Good for the business.
Which, unlike the old days, the mat will be changed out between nights.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Got to get the mop out.
Dude, whenever you're watching some of those old time NWA matches or even the WWF matches, you see the ring at the end of the night and it's just a disaster.
Yeah.
There's like blood stains everywhere. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Crap.
And the thing was, and some of them are from a couple of nights before because they did take a little longer to change them. Oh, wow. I like how I don't know if you saw the lady behind Finn there, but she's got the old yellow Punk go to sleep shirt from like 2012. That's nice.
Someone goes through the barricade. There we go.
There, right?
Gotta happen at least once.
Absolutely. And it's not going to happen in the next match, so you got to do it now.
Exactly. Huh. Finn got to get him back into the ring. Got him in there. Good urgency by Finn Balor, though. I like that.
Yeah. No, looking like he actually knows he's got to get him back in there to get the win.
Yep.
I feel like sometimes you'll see that in like title matches where the guy will like be fighting for the count out. Like, you're not winning the belt with that. It's not.
He's the only guy that makes that sling blade look any good whatsoever.
That's a great point. You're right.
It really is.
He does.
You're right.
He commits.
Going up for another one. Going up for another. Here it comes. And foot and then crotch. Got
him with the sharpshooter.
Kind of a reverse sharpshooter. Sort of weirdly set up. There it goes. Now it's in. This is where you think outside interference might come into play.
I was looking for the crowd to like pop up. You see the side of them where like, oh, rope break. I was looking, I was like, where's the entrance? Is someone going to come run out? I still think JD is going to come out at some point.
Maybe not. This has got to be getting
right. I was going to say it, but if it was going to happen, I feel like it was gonna. We're getting close here.
I appreciate the way that these Punk matches are always set up because they stand out. They're so different than the other matches.
Yeah.
It's so funny because when I was growing up, it was the opposite. It was the fast-paced, high-spot matches that were the standouts. Now you see the methodically paced match that actually stands out because you don't see enough of it.
And it's funny if you go back to like Punk when he talks about when he started, like people weren't doing like springboard. So he would do that. He was trying to do things that people weren't doing and then ended up being more fast paced then. And now it's like, all right, well, everybody's up here. I'm going to come back there. Yeah. I mean,
got to find a way to stand out.
That's the biggest thing with wrestling, with anything really, just be different. Like, I mean, it's like Bischoff would talk about with Nitro. You're going to be better than, worse than and stuff, but what can you be different than? That's what matters.
Hit the GTS square in the middle. 1, 2, 3.
One finisher and he gets the win. Holy shit.
He hit the GTS earlier.
Right, but earlier, but I mean like back to back. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have to do it and then have like kickouts from that. Like
no interference whatsoever.
None. I'm surprised by that. No, but I just feel like he didn't hit the GTS and then have him kick out. You know what I mean? Like he hit it once and he rolled out of the ring versus kicking out. I like that Punk knows he's not bleeding much, so he just hasn't even tried to wipe it.
Yeah.
Just a-
you know,
just
like
a
he knows
busted
he's like
lip.
not a yeah, exactly. So it's not a
Yeah.
lot of blood, but like keep it there. No, it's a little bit from the
Punk
nose
made
too.
him look like a star.
Yeah. No, that
Gotta
was a
keep
good
that momentum though.
That was a good match. Well, I mean, this is a good win for Punk under his belt as he gets going towards Mania. You know, I mean, somebody has a kitten, like a big, like the late Dave LaGreca heads, but it was a little orange and white kitten. What the? Who does like? This is the side I'm bringing. My cat. All right, cool. Gotta love wrestling fans, man. We are a different breed.
That was a good
They're
match.
a rare breed.
It was.
It was impressive, actually. It was good. Like old had said, it was a good paced match. Like,
yeah.
you're not seeing 9,000 moves off the top rope. You're not being constantly kicked out at 2. It's just paced perfectly.
That's for me, man.
I mean, it was no Mile High Madness match. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. They didn't just leave Cult of Personality playing the whole match.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Next time they need a playlist, you know, they need like a 17-song playlist instead of the same song.
Or rotate through the guys, everybody's entrance music, and then like
Or
during
don't
their
play
entrance
anything
music,
at all.
I know.
I agree.
No, that's what it.
George,
that's what it should. But if you're gonna play music, you switch around to the guy's different entrance music, and like during his entrance music, he is the star of the show at that moment. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Or here's a given: just play New Jack's old theme.
Well,
It's
they
right
can't
there.
AEW.
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine if they played the uncut?
No.
Yeah, that'll get them kicked off quick.
A little shake of the hands, perhaps. A little shake of the hands.
Not even don't have the music, just don't have that match. That match was the most unnecessary match.
Balor offers the hand in acceptance. Will Punk accept? Punk looks at the crowd.
We've had that was our that was our 23rd live show, and for recovering AEW, and that was the most unnecessary match that we've covered so far in any of the matches on Dynamite. Was that Mile High Madness? Good Lord.
Good respect.
Yeah, I mean, this is Balor's clearly turning face, which will. I mean, the Judgment Day's
not yet
gonna imply. No, not yet. It's a slow process. Triple H doesn't do anything right away. I mean, again, be different,
especially with the Judgment
Day. So Punk is the catalyst for getting Finn Balor away from
AJ out
Judgment
to celebrate with their hubby. Nice. That's a nice little moment here.
I mean, this is why you did it. Chicago, they both have their belts, right? I mean, this is that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, this is why you had back to, what was it? Yeah. That's why you have this poster so that they can sign this for the next couple of years. At
he busted his lip.
Oh, yeah. Good for him, though. That was a good match. All right, so hopefully we get the crate next and not like after the show, because if it was after, it's going to involve something with the guy. Oh, jeez, now I'm scared. No, this was fun. That was good. And now you're set up for.
Have they ever had the titles at the same time? These two?
Not. I don't think since they were together. I mean, they might have been.
The answer.
Yeah. I don't know if they crossed over when she had the.
I don't think they ever had this title at the same time.
I don't think. Yeah. That is going to be a hell of a main event, though. That really is. Like.
Oh, finally.
Oh.
Guys, hey, buddy. Finally. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. We've got a star on the show. No, I'm kidding. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Well, now it actually is a Tooney Talk official show. No, we're good. How you doing, bud?
What's going on with that, fellas?
I'm good.
How
much of the show
have you
Who? What?
I was doing my Tony Khan impression of Giannis Dumbo.
Oh, I thought you were stroking over there.
Well, I mean, Tony impression, a stroke. I mean, I think you could turn your volume down a bit off so we can hear the noise, the show in the background.
Gotcha.
No, Cuervo's not here. That's suspicious.
I just didn't want to get us kicked off the air, you know.
Hey,
have you been watching the Elimination Chamber show?
I watched it from beginning all the way till now, and of course I'll be watching a little bit more. But CM Punk. I'm half as interested in the Roman Reigns match with him at WrestleMania. I don't know about you. There's something about his wrestling style that's just not really jiving with me. At least tonight. I didn't think the match was all that great, but that's just me.
Oh shit, we got everybody showing up at once. All right.
I knew it was good. I knew
guest here we have the doctor's in the house. Dr. Gina.
Hey.
Our resident psychiatrist in the house. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
We are good. We are good. Here we go. Let's put everybody up on screen now. Look at that. Nice. Now it's a patty. Everybody had to show fashionably late. No, that's fine. No, I'm kidding. This is good.
People are showing up for the main event. That's it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's perfect. We got a 6-man main event, 5 of us here. But yeah, so but did what were you saying, Awful though? You weren't really didn't really sell you too much on that one.
Nah, I liked CM Punk's intro.
That was a hell of an entrance.
Yeah, I mean, I wish he would have come out to it. You know what I mean? Instead of standing there looking like like he's ready. I don't know what he
like he's getting psyched up for the match.
Yeah, but I mean, come on out. You know,
but
do that whole thing coming out. You know what I mean?
But
that's a nitpick. That's a nitpick.
Yeah, I would disagree with you on that on my end, which is unusual because normally I'm with you 100% on everything. Which is true. We are. What didn't you like about the match? Because I actually enjoyed it.
Slow. CM Punk really does slow down.
Yes,
the match.
It's meant for a reason.
Okay, I know he's old. All right, but
it's a throwback.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite the Gunther throwback that we're used to seeing. Like it's kind of like this is a WCW Worldwide type of throwback. Wow. Yeah, he didn't impress me tonight.
All right. I enjoyed it. I like that it's different because everybody else is going such at a high pace. So it's something.
No, the match was good. It's just that Finn Balor carried CM Punk tonight.
Look at that attendance. 19,346.
Damn, it was like an 18. I guess that probably includes the people working there. I know there were 18,300 when I saw the thing earlier. Damn.
Dr. Gina, you been watching?
Yeah, I have been. Oh, they're going to open it. They're going to open the box.
Oh shit. Okay. I like how they both are doing it. What? It's
got a new date.
It's a box in the box.
It's got a new date.
Who said it was a box in a box?
In a box.
It's been extended 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for sure.
Oh, it's
I originally thought, I bet.
It's The Undertaker. Kane.
Who do we think it is? Last second.
I originally was thinking Danhausen.
Well, with the casket now, I think it might be.
Yeah, it might be Danhausen. All right, I'm gonna mute my mic because I got it.
Yep, it sure is.
Wow, who's gonna get this?
It is Danhausen.
It is Danhausen.
No shit.
Yep. I love it.
What? I mean, good for him. I'm just shocked by this.
I am shocked too. I feel bad because he hasn't done anything for like a year and a half ish, 2 years. I met him at a convention last year, and he was just sitting there looking so depressed.
He does seem like the nicest guy ever. I'm just shocked by this. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the crowd reaction was decent, and like you said, Jake, earlier, the crowd would at least get it in Chicago, but I don't.
Main roster. I'm shocked by this. I am baffled. I am baffled.
Well, there's no saying he's going to the main roster. He just premiered here on the PLE.
That's fair. That's on the PLE. That's fair. But I got nothing. I see
what did he give Cole?
A curse? Jar of teeth. It's the jar of teeth. I don't know. Awful. What do you think? Awful's gone muted. He has nothing to say. He's done. He's quit. He's over it. No, everything is shut down. Awful's given up now. I mean, okay.
Yeah, that's where I originally thought it was going to be, but then I was like, well, maybe it's going to be a Hall of Fame announcement. But then, this is what I originally thought.
Go with your gut. See, always go with your first thought.
That's a hell of an endorsement for Danhausen to debut right before the main event of a big PLE. You got to give them. He must got something planned for him.
The
Yeah.
two pay-per-views, the two PLEs of 2026. We had Powerhouse Hobbs and Danhausen debut. Tony
Hobbs going to the main roster. I understand.
No, I do.
Danhausen, I gotta think is going to NXT.
What in the Vegas show tune was that?
I was waiting for it. Yeah. Was that?
Dan
I don't think that
Presley.
was. I think that might have been Reno show tunes, dude. I'm not even sure that was Laughlin. That might have been Laughlin. No, I'm not sure if that was Vegas. And I like Danhausen. He seems good. But it didn't make a lot of sense to me there. I don't know. I don't know.
I had to mute it because I wanted to check out the crowd reaction, all that other nonsense. But they seem to like it, and this is probably the only venue you can get away with doing some bullshit like that because that was horrendous. Sorry, just me. He looked like who's this? Listen, I know Danhausen, but anybody who doesn't know Danhausen, they're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. It's the perfect place to do it. Chicago, they know what's going on.
Yeah, no, and they definitely got it. I'm very curious.
That's not playing great in Des Moines.
No,
that's what I'm curious of the reactions of the fans, and there won't be any video of it because the people that the casuals. I want to know what those people are thinking of. Like, what did I just? Who and the women? Who are these ladies? What's going on? I would love to know those reactions.
That's got Wyatt 6 written all over this.
Yeah. Well, and I know Danhausen and CM Punk are pretty good friends too. So
yeah,
you never know what's going to happen with Danhausen.
Hey, bro, could you do me a solid?
Whatever it's going to be very evil.
And I mean, it'll be
it best be on Tuesday night. That's all I'm going to say. It better be on Tuesday on CW.
Yeah, no, he's a great character for NXT, and that's why I thought if they'd have sent the box to NXT for one of the weeks or something, I probably would have been like, oh yeah, it'll be. Then I would have thought more Danhausen, but it never did. So I just thought that was not on my radar. I didn't think there was a chance of that. I'm surprised. I was surprised.
Not Chainsaw Charlie. It'll do.
I mean,
imagine if he challenges Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Oh my God!
It's a good thing they didn't put a stipulation on something like whoever comes out of the box has to fight Lesnar.
Oh yeah. Oh no!
That would have been phenomenal if he stood in front of the box and said, "Whoever comes out, I'm going to fight at WrestleMania," and it's Danhausen.
What role is this guy going to play?
I mean, he's going to be the comic relief, hopefully, of NXT. That's where, I mean, that is the best plan. I just don't know. I don't know. Like
Send him to AAA. You got AAA works too
with him and Mr. Iguana.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now there I'm intrigued by that. I would actually think would be enjoyable and would work. Again, NXT, if TNA even a bit, would be fine. But AAA with Mr. Iguana, I feel like would do very well with the internet crowd. That would do. And I know that Danhausen has posted things about Mr. Iguana. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Danhausen and La Parka.
I mean, those ladies came out and kind of did a hand dance similar to.
Oh my God. I thought he was gonna like cut one of them in half, or pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Give him the saw.
Yeah.
It's been cool if he had brought out a big watermelon and had to attach it into the old Gallagher thing.
Then the lights go out. What an AEW ending that was, by the way. Lights go out and just nothing happens.
Oh, they threw it out there. They threw it out there.
I mean, hey, great for Danhausen. He went from being an internet sensation for however many people were to on the PLE before WrestleMania. That's I think the most shocking of it. It's just they put him on this. Good for him. I'm baffled.
They don't really have to utilize him in the ring as much, but if they get that over with the curse, you know how he would curse people, if they actually make it work out, that could be interesting TV.
Yeah, which
could also help bridge some storylines.
Which is a great gimmick for NXT.
Phenomenal gimmick
100%
for NXT. Oh yeah, no, it's phenomenal for NXT. And
Dr. Gina, where do you see him going realistically? Seriously,
I mean, I absolutely could see him on NXT, but I think that if they were going to do that, they would have had him debut at Vengeance Day then, not tonight. But I could be wrong on that. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I think, the thing with the cursing and, anybody who's seen any of his work that he did on AEW, like he does some phenomenal around the ring work where he's just messing with people. And I think that could bring an element of fun, excitement, like R-Truth is a lot of just straight comedy where this is like mischievous comedy.
Yeah, and I think debuting it here really in the chat, it really was like because he is friends with Punk. That was we're gonna debut the character worldwide, but yeah,
Right.
I think it's more. Well, you might see some highlights or whatever on Raw or SmackDown, but putting him on NXT, AAA, TNA, and yeah, like you said, he can wrestle a bit here and there because he can wrestle, but mostly just kind of being. If he's just gonna show be mischievous, he could be on NXT on Tuesday, TNA on Thursday, and AAA on the Saturday, all in the same week, every week, and not every week, but you know what I mean, repeatedly, and that would work very well. I feel like you could have some storylines tie in together. I'd be good with that. Because on the main roster, he's gonna get lost in the shuffle. I mean, people that are wrestling a ton get lost in the shuffle. So,
and he's not really a wrestler. I mean,
his
AEW work is a blip on your screen. I mean, I remember we watched AEW for the longest time before we even did the show. I don't remember him even wrestling. And you said maybe once you saw him on TV.
Yeah, no,
I don't think Tony Khan knew what to do with him.
I've seen him a few times.
Tony Khan didn't know what to do with him because he's more sports and entertainment oriented. So Tony Khan just kind of left him alone. I mean, I think once Cody left, really and CM Punk after that.
Yeah, I was gonna say when Punk was around, I feel like there would have he would have at least had a voice in pushing him through or something. But once Punk was gone, it was kind of like Plus, I mean, he stayed friends with Punk, and that's not good for Tony at any level. Tony doesn't like that at all.
Well, and he did a lot of work on the indies prior to going to AEW. So, I know he's wrestled in that aspect, so he can wrestle.
Yeah, no, and and he definitely can. I'm just shocked by the.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he came out and he looked like he was about 95 pounds.
Yeah, he's pretty small.
Yeah, no, he's definitely,
He's pretty small. But yeah, when you say AAA, that could be fun too. I could see him doing some fun stuff there.
Yeah, no, that's where I think it would really work is him making appearances and then eventually wrestling and doing something, but he could almost be like the reason that it ties everybody together almost. I could see I think the debut is more of just an FU to Tony Khan for CM Punk. Again, Chicago.
Probably.
But that's not what I was expecting in any way, shape, or form. But okay, that was fun. But here we go.
When you were gone mixing your drink the first time, Jake, I mentioned the fact that WWE has done a nice job of continuing to honor the armed services of the U.S. They still do it to this day.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They always have. And that's something that, from an entertainment company based in the United States, it's easy for them to do, and they should do it. They don't need to do it like they did in the old days where they are going to war zones and anything, but the Armed Forces Network stuff is good.
I missed
last year at the end of Elimination Chamber, you had the John Cena heel turn. Do you think you're getting a heel turn tonight at the end of this Elimination Chamber?
By who and why?
Well, you got a lot of rumors. Obviously, we've talked about the Cody Rhodes one, right? There's also a rumor that they might be turning Randy Orton because he's been kind of hinting at it. We still don't know who attacked Jacob Fatu. We can assume that it's Drew McIntyre. Drew is swearing that he didn't. He's kind of an honest heel. If he did it, he says he's going to do it. So that would lead the two suspects being either Sami Zayn or Randy Orton. And considering Sami's not on the show, one would kind of put Randy Orton into that number one suspect category.
Were they mentioning who took out Jey Uso? Or was that the mystery as well?
I haven't mentioned that either, but I would wonder. I wonder if that's a tie-in with Jacob Fatu.
Okay,
I know Sami kind of accused Jacob, and he got mad about it. So it could. That could easily have been the same person.
Interesting.
I thought it would have been Randy Orton when it first happened that attacked Jacob Fatu because his mouth was busted. He had teeth coming out of his mouth. That sounds like a punt kick to me. But it was also far-fetched.
I didn't think of it that way. That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah, it was kind of far-fetched at the time. It's seeming a little bit more likely now that he's starting to get, the voices back in his head and whatnot.
Hey, Dr. Gina, before we get rolling in this match, what are your, we haven't talked in a little bit, what are your thoughts on the Trick Williams phenomenon, as we call it?
Oh, I think he's amazing. I mean, he blew up as soon as with NXT, as soon as him and Carmelo kind of started feuding, he really blew up, and it's just kind of kept going. And I mean, people were chanting for him before he even moved up to the main roster. He's a star. Yeah. I mean, you can just see he's a star. Yep. And
it caught me early on in NXT where even when he was being the flunky or the lackey, there was like, you could just see it was like clay that needed to be molded. It was going to take a bit of time, but when he got that opportunity, and clearly he takes coaching, he wants to listen. He's like, help me get better at this, and takes a little bit from everybody. And I mean, look at him standing on that thing.
I know.
He's a star.
I also think there's something to be said when there's like a chant or anything like that. And then also Booker T does a lot with his help of things. Like back when he was on NXT, he would chant in with his entrance. And then, the same with Stephanie Becker. So like,
that's a good point.
I think we have to give Booker T a lot of credit for some of this as well, is that he kind of hypes up some people.
Yeah. And he's doing it with Joe Hendry now.
Correct.
Yeah. No, you're right. When he's it makes it easier to root for him when he's doing that part with, especially with Booker. Like we all know.
Yeah. And that's really kind of a psychological little game that you can play with. Yep. Like, I wouldn't say manipulate in a bad way, but you're kind of manipulating your audience by doing that.
You're kind of guiding them to their same. Yeah. Like they would get there they would get there eventually, but you're just kind of pushing them over to it. And yeah, you're right. The whoop that trick, it's easy.
Jake, do you remember that? Yeah. Jake, do you remember when we were talking about that?
Yeah.
We talking about Yeet. We're talking about Yeet the one episode, and I said to you, I said that whoop that trick thing is just so easy to get behind.
And you saw it that first time he came out, where like. Because we know, like let's say a WWE crowd of 15,000 people, it's going to be between 2,000 and 5,000 that are diehard, that people that are sure NXT people, and they started the chant, and within 2 or 3 of it, the rest of the chant were like, "Oh, we got this too." Like it's easy to join along, and anybody who's been to a wrestling show will know, like, I'm going to join the crowd. It's going to be fun part of it. Like that's one of the reasons I like Jay. So yeah.
Right. You want to be part of the crowd. You want to be part of whatever's going on. So
yeah. I went to an early show when the Yeet phenomenon was just starting to take off, and I was like, this is stupid. 3 minutes in, and I'm like, okay, this is fun. This is really fun. And you can't not enjoy it. Like, I mean, especially with the prices we're paying these days to go to live entertainment.
Right.
If you're not having, whether it's a concert, a play, a wrestling, sports, go and enjoy it, because good Lord, it's too expensive. So that's
now, and then you have people like LA Knight or Karrion Kross who kind of got themselves over. That's a totally different phenomenon.
So who's starting this one out, do you think? Because LA Knight and Trick are going to be in the pods, obviously, first. So.
Yeah, so I mean, my guess would be Javon and Logan is what I would probably think. Or like Javon and Cody, maybe.
Man, the crowd just still goes crazy for this guy, man.
It's funny with that, because you would think that like they would have stopped at some point with him, but
they still got it. They still go full throat. They love him.
And they've used that well with it, because they haven't booked him as well as people would have wanted, but yeah, they've used that to him with this whole Unchosen thing. But yeah, it's a weird space.
He's like Johnny Bravo for the WWE. If you know, you know.
Johnny Bravo. I hadn't thought about Johnny Bravo in a long time. Come on, mama.
Johnny Bravo.
No, but I mean, I don't see any way that Cody doesn't win this match, but we will see. But Cody's So far, my picks have been pretty good. I'm sticking with Cody for this one, I think. Do you come up with anything yet, George? I know you were still on the fence.
Still.
Yeah. There's a few different options that could work for sure. I mean, Randy would work too, but I also still think that title match isn't a singles match. That title match will be like a triple threat either.
So the winner of this gets Drew, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If it's Randy Orton, you can insert Cody and Jacob and do a fatal four-way. That would be the logical.
Yeah. Or if it's Cody, you can insert Jacob and like maybe Randy and Javon have a match at Mania, or Randy and Logan have a match. Because Randy's in that level where having a match against Randy, that's in it. Like, it's not quite Undertaker, but you're in that level of it in that sense where. But I could also see it being Cody, Drew, and Randy in a triple threat, or Cody, Drew, Randy, and Jacob in a fatal four-way. I've thought for a while it was going to be Cody wins this and Jacob somehow gets himself involved into it, maybe by proving that it was Drew who got him, or that it was Cody who attacked him or something with it. I don't know, but
just for Mania alone, I like this matches to be one-on-one. Just for Mania.
I agree, but
no triple threats, no nothing. Just keep it simple.
While I agree with that, that's what Roman and Punk is. I feel like that what seems like the way they like to go is that for the title matches, one's a singles match and the other is a triple threat. Is what they've.
I'm just going to pick LA Knight. Screw it. I'm picking LA Knight on this one.
All right. I mean, that would be fun.
Happen, but I feel they gotta capitalize on it sooner or later, and the time has run a long time ago.
I was going to say the fact that they haven't capitalized on it by now is kind of like.
So I'm going to pick it. Screw it.
Oh. Good. I like it. Good. Shout out to the 43 live viewers that we have here at this point, and the over 570 people that have tuned in at one point or another tonight. That is
46 live likes. We're 4 away from 50.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment. We've been trying to interact with them as much as we can. A lot of fun. This has been a good live watch party. All right, yep. Here comes out Randy. All right.
I don't know, gentlemen, lady. Sorry, lady and gentlemen. I think Logan Paul should win this match.
Yeah, that's what I was debating between.
Yeah, this is the match where you need some mainstream appeal. Drew can do it on the wrestling side.
But then they're both heels, though. I feel
nah. Yeah, listen, you can have this match, and you can obviously babyface Logan Paul by talking about, like, you can really push the idea, especially in mainstream media, the idea of like, oh, this is like his 15th match, 16th match, whatever it may be, and he's facing the world championship on the grandest stage. Who would have ever thought that this young man from you know what I mean? Like, you can make that story. You
can, but I don't think they're gonna. And I would love.
I know. I mean,
he's such a piece of shit.
I think you babyface
to your point.
Babyface
awful
Drew,
to your point.
Yeah,
I gotta give you.
That's where I was going. Babyface Drew.
To your point, awful. Randy it was Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul that lost to Jelly Roll and Randy Orton.
Oh.
So you do have some backstory there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see them babyface and Drew more faster than Logan, just because, I mean, well, we'll see though with it. I can see them.
You can go two heels. There's nothing wrong with two heels. It doesn't matter. Not in
especially
WWE
when
nowadays.
there's going to be big main, because that's the match that you push really to the super casual. If a lot of people don't know who they know who Roman Reigns is at this point. But, like CM Punk versus Roman Reigns is like the wrestling folks match. You know what I mean? Now they need something that's really going to sell WrestleMania. Logan Paul being on the top billing for at least night 1 or night 2. That's big. Yeah.
That was Logan. I was debating between my two choices. I was thinking Logan Paul or LA Knight. So I just took LA Knight because I'm thinking. But I agree with you.
So if Logan doesn't win, do you get Bad Bunny?
Ooh.
Not this year.
Not this year, yeah, no. Let's find out Bad Bunny's touring schedule. That might give us an indication of what's happening.
Spoiler alert, he's not doing anything in March.
Well, What about April though?
Right.
April's clear too.
All right. Okay. Maybe he did that on purpose.
But I don't like the idea that this match should be a triple threat at WrestleMania.
I've made
I
that
didn't say I
point.
like the idea. I just said that's
I
what
know
they
you don't.
do.
I don't like the idea either.
Yeah, no, I think title matches are always better off as singles matches. It just seems like they like to do one singles and one triple threat, but we'll see. I mean, maybe it won't be. Well, it could easily.
Hey, Dr. Gina.
Triple threat happy last year too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Triple H won because he kind of like how Tony books 18 matches on the all of his pay-per-view cards. He want to get everybody on the card that they can, which I get, but there's a point where we want some singles matches in for wrestling. Otherwise, you get like, was it WrestleMania? Was it WrestleMania 2000, WrestleMania 16, where every match except for like Terry versus Trish or something was the only, or Terry versus Victoria was the only singles match or something. It was
I was
bad.
thinking the
Like,
same thing, Jake.
Yeah. You get to that point where like, yeah, we're getting everybody on the card, but they're all four ways and triple threats and 6-man tags. It's like, fuck.
Hey, Dr. Gina, since we have like a minute between the start here, I understand you have a new show out there. You want to tell people about it?
I do. I actually have two. So I have The Work, which is wrestling psychology. And that's where I will put out a question on X to our listeners, and just it can be on many different topics. And that show goes like every other week. So I'll throw a question out there, get responses, and then I build a show basically around that. And I look at it from an IO psychology lens. Just kind of what's the business part of the wrestling business? Why might they make the decisions that they make? From the fan experience, all of that different stuff. So that's the wrestling psychology. And then I have Wrestling Tapas, which is an NXT review show with the honorary Zeus, who I know you had on not too long ago as well.
One
Yeah.
of our favorite guests.
Yeah.
Favorite
that one's every week. We're actually going to do a special for Vengeance Day as well. So
Nice. That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, awful old head. One of you guys both of you guys promote your stuff too. I didn't think about that. I'm terrible at promotion. Promote yourselves, please. Tell people where to follow. Watch your videos. Are the guys? They're both on mute. Awful. What's up?
No, I'm good. Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter, twitter.com/awful wrestling, and of course on YouTube, awful wrestling, AEWFUL wrestling, and tonight we're going to be right after this show, I believe. We're going to be.
That's my understanding.
Yeah,
jumping right over. Yep.
This is awful tonight on the YouTube channel, Awful Wrestling, and hope to see you guys there. Come on over.
Give everybody the breakdown and reviews of the what we thought of the matches. Then there's the other news. Have you guys talked about the much about WBD and Paramount too? So that's the insane stuff too. Old head, what do you got?
On YouTube at the Wrestling Old Head, and I'm on Twitter at the Wrestle Old Head. But Twitter, I've been a little absent. I'm going to try and get back into it. Jake and I have talked about it. It's been a while since I've been on Twitter. I'm going to probably get back on it, or X or whatever, But,
whatever anybody's calling it. Yeah,
I still call it Twitter, But yeah, just the YouTube channel is usually where you'll find me. Just ranting about the current product, breaking it down like a shotgun.
Nice. It's funny. I've gotten better about calling it X, but I still say like tweets and retweets and that. Like, what are we supposed to call them on X?
So do I.
Yeah, right. Like, it's weird. It doesn't make. Yeah, I've moved to calling it X because that's easier. But what am I supposed to call what I'm doing? But that app is weird with it. That's why we moved our Sunday Spaces show over here to YouTube, where we can guarantee the streams being fine and not cutting me off at halfway through it.
Coming up on a year of Spaces episodes.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, 2 days ago was the year of us doing any content at all on here. And yeah, I guess it'll be next Sunday. I mean, yeah, because March 6th was the first one we did. Yeah, so this Sunday the 8th, that'll be our 1 year anniversary of doing Sunday Night Spaces. Man, it goes fast. It does not feel like it's been that long, but then I also think of like how much easier it is to edit things and make thumbnails and just do the whole process. I'm like, okay, yeah, we've been at this for a bit now. I actually feel like I know what the hell I'm doing now.
You guys throwing a party?
I mean, we're gonna do a show. I mean,
having a show, yes.
Yeah. I mean, if we get to that 500 super chats, we can 500 subscribers, get some super chats. We'll throw a little party.
There you go.
We're getting closer though. 483, man. We started the day at 475, so I'll take 8 new in a day. That is fun.
Actually, when I woke up this morning, we were at 473.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So when I woke up, it was 475. So, or at least first time I checked. I try not to spend too much time looking at it. But all right, yeah, no. So Javon and Cody starting makes a lot of sense. So that Cody can kind of similar to what Becky did with AJ of just calm down. This is because I mean, this is a massive moment for a trick.
Plus, they worked before on Saturday night's main event, right? No, wrong one.
No, Cody worked with Ova, yeah. But I'm sure that
that's the same reasoning behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure. I mean, Cody seems to be involved with pretty much everybody as he can be. I'm sure. That's a nice jacket Cody's got there.
Absolutely wild to see Javon Evans in the main event of a WWE PLE. I watched him at Deadlock Pro Wrestling, and I would have never guessed that his trajectory would have gotten him here this fast.
When he was still like, was it Jay Malachi? That was his indie name?
Yeah, and then Shaquan Sugars was Lucky Ali. Those guys were the standouts.
No, yeah, like Trick making it into the match when they announced like that triple threat, that made sense, and I could see him winning that one. But when it was Javon versus Gunther and Dom, like there was no. I thought Gunther for sure was making it into this match. There was no chance. Like Javon was just like, hey, happy to be almost invited, and he'll have a big match coming up soon. But clearly they've got faith in the kid, which I mean, they should. He's amazing, but. He doesn't turn 21 or 22.
That's what I was going to ask Dr. Gina. Before the match starts, what do you think goes through the head of a 21-year-old kid in a spot like this? What do you think he's going through?
He seems so confident. So in that aspect, I think he's doing well, and that's probably what's got him this far. Is he's authentic and he's confident. So from that aspect, I would say he's probably fine, but just like any of them, I'm sure they have nerves. He probably has a few more in such a big moment like this.
Right. Or maybe he's just too young to realize that he's not supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like, sure, cool. Things that I've been rolling along for me. Like, and again, like I make the comparison all the time. He's the Ferris Bueller of wrestling. Like everybody likes him, whether he's hanging out in TNA or AAA or NXT, Raw, SmackDown. Like, just everybody likes this kid. And so I mean, he's smart enough to know that this is a big moment, but there's also just that part of him who just like, yeah, cool.
I mean, he just seems to be going with the flow and doing awesome at it. So
it's incredible. It really is. And it's
great to watch.
Yeah. It's one of those things like, how can you not root for him? It's just fun to watch. Yeah, and having him start with Cody it's brilliant. It gives I mean, it was either Cody or Randy, but with Randy's back and everything else, like Randy should be the last one to come out. That would be the smartest for him with it. But
yeah, I think this was a smart matchup, just based off of what they can both do. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And, plus, I mean, again, like everything Javon does in this match is like a big moment for him. He's no matter who he locks up with, what's going on. Like you said, he's main eventing a pay-per-view or PLE, whatever you want to call it. And he's been up on the main roster for 6 weeks?
Right.
Insane. And I was still up.
We're at 48. We're at 48 live likes, folks. 2 more would be really nice. I'm not gonna ask for 2 more, but I would like to see 2 more. 50 would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll ask if we get to 50. That'll be great. I really, really appreciate it. And I was still of the thing where I thought Javon might stay in NXT for I thought it would be kind of a cool storyline of being like the college kid who goes back for his senior season or whatever. But clearly they were like, nope, we're just to the moon.
Yeah, I was shocked at how fast that move up was.
Yeah, but I mean, I see this is where that's a good thing with this younger generation where, the old guys make fun of them like, they just play video games. But that means he's not going out to the bars and getting in trouble and, snorting too much booger sugar or whatever. It's just, he goes home, he goes home and hangs and does like a TikTok live and plays video games. Like, cool. Like it's,
him and Shiloh.
yeah. Right. And it's great for them. It's awesome to see. And You know, you're not gonna, you don't have to worry about stories of him getting into trouble at a strip club at 2 a.m. or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, I think
do
there's a
wonder what
big
his name is.
shift in like the
Yeah.
behaviors of the wrestlers now compared to like even 10 years ago.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's a good point.
they'd rather eat nice and drink proper stuff and not hang out till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
But nothing good ever happens after midnight. We all learn that.
Right. and not getting into trouble and getting into fights with people at random because there's nothing else to do. Like that's I do wonder what Javon's Mania match is gonna be though, because clearly he's gonna have one. I'm just him and Trick. It's gonna be like whatever they do for both of them, those are gonna be big spots for each of them. I feel like one of them.
Why not Javon versus Trick?
I mean, you could. I just feel like you should do. I feel like they would both benefit from wrestling somebody with a bigger stature, but you could do that. I wouldn't be opposed to it. They would know how to wrestle each other since they've with their time in NXT. But
yep.
Because
I'm listening with the sound off, so I have no idea if they made this point, but I just realized Javon Evans is from North Carolina. He's wrestling in the United Center in Chicago. What other person can you think of that came from North Carolina that played in the United Center in Chicago?
That's a good point.
Surprised they didn't bring that up. I mean, they might have. Like I said, I got the sound off, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have like Tar Heel colors on because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's a Duke kid. I don't know. But no, that's an interesting stat. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Do you know where Javon went to college? Anybody know?
Did he go to? I didn't know he went to college. I thought he just went into the Indies. No.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was just kidding.
I'm pretty sure I don't think he did. I mean, if he went to college, he would still be in college, wouldn't he?
I think he's been wrestling since he was like 13 years old. I know
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I know
he's like an 8-year veteran of professional wrestling, but
yeah, he's been wrestling since 2018, and he was born in 2014. So yeah, or 2004. So he's been wrestling since he was 14. Yeah, he made his wrestling debut at Firestar Pro Wrestling at the age of 14.
Trick comes out next.
Well, we're gonna see a little of what this looks like now.
Yep.
See, this is where I think Randy Orton isn't going to be.
There's the look. There's the look.
I don't think Randy's going to be in a title match at Mania. I think he's going to face one of these two. I think that's almost for sure what's going to happen for Randy. But
let's see how this looks right here, because you're going to.
I think Randy versus Trick would be really good.
Me too. I think.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I think that'd be great, and it could be and Trick could be a big win for him, or if Randy gets the RKO out of nowhere. Be one of those things of like, man, I went to the last second and toe-to-toe with 14-time world champion. That
dude, WWE is showing these two in the main stage for a reason right now.
Yep.
I think the crowd would cheer Trick over Randy Orton.
At this point, you might be right. God, Javon got some air on that. Jesus, this kid.
You know, it is the last day of Black History Month.
Yeah. It's the future right here.
Yeah. No, for sure. And then with Oba in the mix, and then you've got, I mean, just those three alone, but you still have Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints. There's Shiloh Hill too, seems like a star. Miles Bourne. There's a lot of future coming up.
Yeah, Ethan Page. I think he's coming soon.
I still think I'm not sure if he's gonna. He seems so perfect for NXT to me. I don't know if I feel like he's just got such a great NXT. He gets people up and over, and he's such a great coach. I mean, I'd like to see him on the main roster, but I just don't know where he would fit.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of all the people who are going to be kind of retiring and moving on. It seems like they're really moving towards, the new generation coming up. He's one I could see in it for sure, especially if you're talking Ricky Saints. And he just lost his title to Miles Bourne, so I could see Miles staying in NXT for a little while and then moving Ethan Page up.
See, I'm with Jake on this because we've been saying all the time that Ethan Page is in the spot where he makes everybody ready to go up to the main roster. He doesn't necessarily need to go to the main roster.
Yeah, but the same could be said for JC Jane. And how long does that go for?
She's still there.
Yeah, and
he's perfect. That's an
But
Ethan
I-
Page. That's the Ethan Page comparison to us. So.
I don't think that's going to last for much longer. I think JC's going to move up.
I
soon.
think JC is definitely going up after Stand and Deliver. The thing is, it's just with Ethan, with his age and where he's at, like, I don't know with his I don't know where he fits in on the main roster. Like JC makes a lot of sense. She can end up being in either the Intercontinental or
oh, this is really good. I could see something with him and Chelsea, with the AAA titles, and then a feud between him and Matt Cardona.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
As a start anyway, somewhere to start.
Yeah,
definitely mid card to start for sure.
Yeah,
not everybody's going to be at the top.
Not everybody's going to get put into a main event right away when they show up. You're right.
Not everybody's going to be Javon Evans.
Yeah, bitch, for sure.
Boy, that looked like it hurt. Oh, hello. So in case I don't get a chance, I want to thank everybody for guesting on the show, for being a guest, and thank everybody for watching today. It's a big chore to come on for 2 hours and listen to two guys and guest ramble about a pay-per-view. But thank you all for stepping up to the like column and watching the show and subscribing.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, it's awesome to be a part of and see the growth for sure. Still can't believe it was Danhausen. I'm still just like, wait, what? Too funny. So I wonder who's going to be the first one out in this match. It's going to be tough to kind of see where it would go because you'd think it'd be Javon or Trick, but I wonder if it maybe I don't know. If when Randy comes in, he's just going to RKO a bunch of people and he'll be the one to clear everybody out.
I don't know.
Right? It puts it in a weird spot.
Let's see I think your prediction of LA Knight or Randy Orton being the last one in is 100% true.
Yeah.
It would make the most sense. We'll see in a minute.
Right. We'll see. Yeah. But overall, it would definitely make the most sense to me in it. But the hell do I know? Doing the buckshot.
What do any of us really know?
No, and the thing is, though, none of us ever claim to. Like, well, when we make predictions or say anything, it's not like because some people some channels or some people. It's usually mostly the people on Twitter. It's most people who make content, but people on Twitter, if their predictions are wrong, everything sucks. This whole storyline shit. Boo! Just calm down.
It's the end of the world,
right? It's professional wrestling, guys. It's a television show. But I mean, I guess we saw that too, with Game of Thrones, how many people were so mad about the last season. I'm like, yeah, I watched it. It wasn't great. It wasn't the best, but did I get so upset about it that you got to remake it? It's a TV show, guys. There's other things.
This is actually a weird statement to make, but this match has to get the crowd back into things because of the Danhausen reveal.
Well, and I mean, they went whole hog for Punk too. So
this is a tough sell.
Yep, and there comes LA Knight.
Yeah. So yes to that.
This will do it right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does anybody know? Does he wear a black armband all the time, or is that a special thing for tonight? I don't know. I'm asking because I really don't know.
I don't know that I've ever noticed that before. That's good observation.
If anybody in chat knows, let me know because I've never seen that before. I've never seen him wear a black armband, nor have I noticed it before. So if you know, let me know, please. Thank you. Logan Paul's back is messed up. Look at that. Ugh. That's a nasty. Oof. Is anybody else still here besides?
Yeah, how did he get that cut? By the way,
I think when he went into the pod. think Jake's gone.
Glass is sharp.
Yes, Jake is gone. Okay. So feel free to talk at will, folks. Yeah, that's
Sure.
That's nasty, awful. Holy smokes.
Well,
Now
for
he's
those
going up
who
to-
are going up to the pod, Logan
Yep.
Paul is.
Yep, here comes something bad.
Followed by Javon Evans, who will
Good Lord.
assist him up there.
I go to the bathroom for 2 minutes and everybody's climbing up to the top of pods. Jesus.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Right? Yeah.
This is gonna be fun though.
Right. It's like, oh boy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Everybody kill Logan Paul. Nobody likes yeah. I like how Randy Orton just gets to be like, yeah, y'all kill each other. Have some fun. Have at it, boyos.
Yeah.
That's why
I
Logan
loved in
Paul's
the
the best
women's
heel in
one
the
how
business.
Kiana James just moved.
Yeah.
So she didn't get hit. That was great.
Still no eliminations though.
No.
I swear, Randy's gonna come in and RKO the crap out of everybody and get at least one, maybe 2 eliminations. Bam, bam.
They might go
Give
rapid
it
fire
up for
with the
Trick for
eliminations,
sticking
yeah.
his body in there. Holy smokes, what a catch.
He's a football player. He's used to it. What were you saying, old head?
Looks like they might go with the rapid fire eliminations. I think you're
Yeah,
right.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is Randy's going to come in here now and just correct. The voices are going to be like, bam, bam. He's going to hit 2, maybe 2 to 4 RKOs and just murk everybody. Here it comes.
Yeah, I would definitely go for a Logan Paul LA Knight match at Mania. That'd be good.
Yeah, because they had the match before. What was it? SummerSlam a couple years ago for the U.S. belt. So I could see that easily.
Give him something to do.
Waiting for Randy to hit his pose.
I wouldn't want to take that snap thing. That looks like it really hurts.
Well, and like Randy does with his back, he doesn't do as much lifting anymore. So it's pretty much like it's
low
all
to
like
the
you
ground.
going on those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically just you jumping and doing a flip under your back, and he just kind of guides you.
Boy,
Just
Trick is catching everybody today.
Hey, I mean, he's willing to put in the work, you know. I think, that's what people. He seems to be getting over with everybody. Nice.
The double move.
Vintage Orton. He's got to get him with the double.
There it is.
Oh.
He's moving pretty good though. Randy's moving pretty
Yeah.
good in the ring. Doesn't look too bad today. Looks good.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He's been showing
I
a
think
lot of
it's-
fire on promos in the last couple of weeks as
He
well.
really. Well, I mean, I think he's got to know. I mean, he knows the amount of manias he's got left is in the single is like countable on one hand. You know, it's coming down sooner than later for him. So
FYI, Javon's still on top of the pod.
right, because he took the
I
BFE.
totally forgot he was up there.
Yeah, same.
He's just. I mean, he took the blood force.
That's what I'm here for, folks. That's what I'm here for.
Starting to wake. Yeah, no, and George says it, and now we see him stirring. But yeah, he was,
Right.
Hey, hang on. Hey, what's going on? Oh, shit. How'd I get up here? Uh-oh. He's
Oh.
This kid.
Oh my
man.
God.
Kid's got some, yeah. Oh, oh, good Lord. See, I could see Logan Paul and Javon Evans having a match at Mania too. I feel like they're
That's
gonna
a sweet little maneuver Logan Paul just pulled out of his
the
pocket. there.
pulverizer he calls that
Jesus,
one.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, it was Javon okay though? Holy crap.
Oh yeah, he took it on his shoulders.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, it's the way he lands. It's his shoulders going into the arms. It's like you. That's why Logan can only do that to the smaller guys with him. But I was saying that before about how like Logan Paul and Ricochet when they had their feud could have a similar kind of thing with Logan Paul and Javon. So we'll see.
I wouldn't have thought he'd be the
Ooh,
first.
that
out,
could be
though.
really good. Yeah.
Right when you think about it, like yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think Javon would be the first out either, but also with the way it was, and I feel like we're starting to get close to eliminations here. I think Trick or Logan.
I also wouldn't believe that we'd be at 49 likes.
Damn. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody. And like the over 40 people have been watching pretty much the entire time. We're gonna destroy our highest average we've ever had for views. That's awesome. Especially with this going like over 3 hours. That's pretty impressive.
I do agree with you though, Jake. I think Logan Paul and Javon Evans are going to steal the show, whether it's WrestleMania or another show. They're going to steal the show.
Yeah. They're set up for. And what's great is that they had enough time in NXT to really hone their skills, so they know what they can do. So even though they're on this massively big stage, it's like muscle memory. They know how to. They're going to be okay. It's just they didn't just throw them into the fire, even though it seems that way with them being in these matches. So who's gonna be the next? I like how Trick's just still down. Like I'm waiting here. I'm not just gonna.
At least it's plausible for them to be out like that, because they took a maneuver that was devastating enough where they're actually out like that. It's not stupid. Oh, LA Knight missed that one bad.
Slip.
Good recovery
what the
though.
hell happened
Good
there?
recovery.
We're gonna see that on Unreal season, the next part of the season.
Botchamania.
Chewed out by Triple H.
Right.
I don't know if that's a chew. That's one of those things you're just gonna laugh at him for.
It's a good
that was
recovery.
Yeah, well, that was just the ropes are a little wet. You slip a little bit.
Yeah.
And as bad as it was, all I ever can think of in a move like that is Evan Bourne when he was his AEW debut when they were still at Daly's place with the humidity, and he tried to do the shooting star press.
2 eliminations for Logan Paul. Very impressive.
And LA Knight's out.
Yeah.
My pick's gone.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I know a few people who are going to be pretty upset on that one.
And
always the bridesmaid, never the bride for LA Knight.
Right.
I mean,
but he got beat by a crotch shot, so that's fine.
Right. And I mean, that's the thing. He usually he has his outs, but I mean, that's where it's not that surprising though for LA Knight. Like that
sets up the LA Knight versus Logan Paul match at WrestleMania that George predicted a little while ago.
Could see it. I still I think it's going to be Logan and Javon the more I think about it.
Not with the crotch shot like that.
Are you guys buying the rumors that LA Knight and Brock Lesnar could happen at WrestleMania?
No,
I didn't hear him.
I hadn't heard that as a rumor, but no.
There's a rumor going because Paul Heyman has been working with Brock Lesnar, and LA Knight's had the feud with the Vision, and that he would come out and actually accept the challenge for Brock Lesnar. Rumor. I don't know.
I'd love to know where people get these rumors from. Boy, his
from
back
X, of course,
is really hurting, dude. That gas.
Hey, it's a reliable source.
my homie said it was my homie said it, so it's gonna happen.
I had not heard that. That would be interesting though.
I think the only
I think it's gonna end up being Brock versus Gunther, but
I think the only 2 options for Brock are Gunther or
Gunther said that was his dream match.
Yeah.
2, I think Brock's done this year.
You either got Gunther or Oba Femi.
That's it. That was the other one I could see it being was possibly
Logan Paul might be before Gunther.
And there's 3. Wow.
They gave a list of dates he was going to be.
Yeah, it was a good amount.
Be around, right?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I thought they gave a list of dates.
They did.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did.
So I could see him doing a couple.
It's a certain amount of Raws that he's doing.
Totally misread
yeah,
what's
going
on?
They gave 2 months worth of dates every Monday.
That wasn't every Monday. It was like if there it was like 5 of them, I think. Yeah, no, it makes sense, but I don't think that. I just think that Gunther would make sense, or Oba would make sense. I don't really think. Oh, here we go. There we go. We got the masked man showing up. I knew that was going to happen.
Top of the cage.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We're not just going through the opening that's right there.
But I still, yeah. Well, I think he was trying to draw the security people away. I'm not sure what that's.
Wow,
it's for dramatic effect.
Whoa, there's a lot of security guys coming out for this one.
Yeah, look at this. Wow, they're hog tying the masked man. Come on now.
And who is it this time?
Oh, mask is off.
Another nobody.
Mask is off.
This is why I still think it's Logan Paul hiring nobodies.
Who is that?
It's a nobody, like it was last night. Nobody listening to me?
Dude, there's so much going on.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I still think it's Logan hiring these fucking random nobodies.
That's good.
You know what I mean? Yeah. The one last night was just like I saw people on. Oh, is there another one?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Another one sneaking in.
Okay, is this one
Black
Seth Rollins
all over again?
Right.
This is funny. At least he came through the opening.
Right. At least this one came through the front door.
Here
I
comes
think
the stomp
Take
on
the
Logan
mask
Paul.
off.
Right. I'm like, if it takes the mask off, George did say that he thought that Seth was 100%.
I did say that.
It's Drew, I bet.
That's not Drew's
Yes.
body. No way.
Yeah, no, Drew's much taller. Oh, we're getting the mask off.
Well,
No,
please
it's
please
Seth.
tell me I'm right.
Yeah, it's got to be Seth.
Please,
Hey,
tell
look
me
at
please tell me I know my knee injuries. Please tell me.
This one was the shoulder injury.
Oh, I do know my knee injuries very well.
Fucking
Oh,
Heyman.
thank God.
Heyman's face is the best. Heyman with the oh God face. He's
Yeah.
no.
He commits.
Who's better
man.
at facial expressions, Heyman or Paul Bearer?
Oh, that's a good one. I think Heyman, because Heyman was able to do more of like he had more of a range. But like for
The fatter the face, the better.
the fatter the face,
Think about
the
it.
better the cell. Well, maybe Becky's not taking a vacation. Then if Seth's back,
Oh, maybe she goes on
or
vacation to
maybe
watch the
she does.
kids.
Yeah,
She goes on
Maybe.
vacation to watch the kids, and he's back. Yeah, makes sense. Good call. Good call.
You think that was a legit injury for Trick Williams?
No, because there were no doctors.
Good point.
There's different ways WWE does injuries. They don't
That's
show it.
that's
And
what I
there's
was going to
doctors
say.
in
I'm
the
like, if they
background.
showed
so
it to you.
they never show it on camera. It's kind of always in the background. You catch it by accident.
Maybe that's their way of turning him into a fan favorite, which is inevitable at this point.
I was gonna say, yeah, they tried to heal him up and have him be a cocky heel, and all that made us do was like him more.
So it's
Yeah, that
Randy and
didn't
Cody.
work
That's
at
it.
all.
Yeah,
Okay, I missed
which
that.
this is great. Like
Yeah,
this is fantastic.
I got caught up in Masked Man mania.
Oh, somebody close that fucking door.
I know. Why is the door still open? Where are these referees outside the ring?
The masked man. They're with the masked man. The first one took them all away.
Jesus.
I said that when they took them all away. I'm like, this isn't good.
You need Charles Robertson out there to run the show.
Yeah.
Exactly. Lil Nate.
Oh, you guys in the damn
referees
order. Yeah,
are
just
standing right
screaming at
there.
everybody.
They're standing in the aisle. The referees are. There's 4 of them. Look at them. They're right back there. They're all standing with the camera guy.
Oh! Oh!
1, 2. Wow, who picked that one? Someone did. Who picked Orton? I thought someone picked Orton.
Was
Nobody?
it Gina? Did you? I think Gina might have picked Randy and said that Cody could be mixed in, or maybe
Somebody picked
Cody
Randy,
still is
didn't
going to
they?
get mixed in. This is how it makes it the triple threat, but that was great.
We were
That
talking
was
about, I
fun.
think we all collectively
Yeah,
understood
'cause-
that if that was going to
well,
happen, it was going to be a
right.
fatal 4-way.
Or yeah, which I think that's probably more what it is now. Is going to be because Fatu might get himself in it too. Although I could see maybe Fatu going against Sammy or something, but I think it's at least going to be Cody, Randy, Drew.
Well, the story is Drew's been screwing Cody and Jacob for so
And-
long that now Aldis
yeah.
has to insert them in the match.
Yeah, especially Cody. I mean, he just hit him in the face.
I know we all love it, but I would still like to see Randy and Drew by himself. I know I'm not going to get it. I understand.
Yeah,
that, but
we understand. We understand your point, George.
Yeah,
It's been
I
made.
know.
Yeah, it's just
don't do that to me.
I would like that
I'll
too,
make the
but then
point 15 times if I have to.
it's not making a point. It's just asking what you want.
It's making a point because I think people rather see a single match than a triple. That's my thought.
And I don't, and they don't. TKO cares not what people want.
Yeah, TKO don't care about anything
No.
but my wallet.
Yep. And not just your wallet, my wallet, Awful's wallet,
Yeah.
Gina's wallet, Old Head's wallet, everybody in the chat's wallet. Jesus.
Speaking of Gina, she says she can't hear anyone. You want to give a test so we see if we can hear you?
So you're the only one I can
Yeah.
hear. I can't hear anybody else.
That's weird.
Weird. I don't know why.
Can you hear
us?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
There
hear
we
you.
go.
You're coming through fine.
Well, at least it's happening at the end of the show.
Right? I don't know. And nobody in the chat, I feel like if the chat would tell us if we weren't here with it. That's weird. StreamYard's a little bit of a weird app. You can drop out and come back in if you want to, but I don't know.
I've had technology issues all day today.
Technology's the best, worst thing ever. Like, it's great when it works, and when it doesn't, it shits the bed. So it is what it is. But that was a fun show. That was a good show. I enjoyed that. I really did. I thought that was good. Yeah. TKO's gotten my money a couple of times. I spent, but I go to the shows that are 3-4 light rail stops from my house. So I haven't gone to the ones that are out in Glendale.
Well, since I'm having issues, I'm going to hop off. But thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank
Old
you.
Head,
We love you, Gina.
Old Head, tell her thank you.
Yeah, tell her thanks, Old Head.
Gina, they said thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for translating.
Yeah, right. Why?
Yeah, absolutely. No worries.
Out of all
right, we'll see y'all later.
Have a good one. Out of all the technical issues we've ever had, that may be the weirdest. She could hear one person of that's weird as shit. That's weird. Yeah, I think Kevin might be right about that one. That Orton probably might get his number 15 at Mania. And maybe that ends up sending Cody down that anger heat. You know what I mean? Because Cody's slowly building towards becoming a heel. That would be a good way of pushing him across the line, right?
Yeah.
And the same could be said for Orton, right? Because if Orton doesn't win the 15, that could send him down a similar path.
A valid point. That's a valid point.
Hey, as we're getting ready to leave, we're at 49 likes. Can one person hit the like button?
If you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button.
Ask for much. So this is the one thing I'm going to ask for.
Please. We appreciate it because we're gonna wrap up because This is Awful is about to start, and apparently I gotta throw over to. Hey, we're up to 487 subscribers though, so I thank everybody who has subscribed, everybody who's commented. That's a hell of a one-day jump. I will take that.
Old Head, you got a show you want to promote before we leave?
Yeah,
please?
I was gonna say, but George read my mind.
Coming soon to a YouTube channel near you is probably a show, but right now you can just find me at YouTube at The Wrestling Old Head, and periodically I drop in and give my thoughts on the current product. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a review for Elimination Chamber that's going to probably be posted by tomorrow at some point. So you can look to that. Yeah,
50 likes.
Nice. Thank you. 50 likes. Yeah. Old Head, send it to me. Like, make sure you DM it to me or let me know. Tag me. I'll make sure to I'll promote it for you at least a little bit.
Jake, I always appreciate you, man.
And happy to help.
I'm going to drop in and see you with Awful as well. I might be there for a few minutes.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll see you in the chat.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, I think we're pretty good. Yeah, Denise has nailed it. We've got 487 subscribers. That is awesome. 50 likes. So we appreciate everybody for hanging out. That is awesome. Old Head, thanks for hanging out for sure. George, that was a fun 3 hours and 18 minutes. I think that's a good place for us.
I'm going to go cry.
Yeah,
I told myself I wouldn't cry.
Yeah, man. As we get closer to that the 500, I just might. I don't know. We'll see. As we get closer, it hits me every time.
I didn't think I'd cry with 50 likes, but I might cry at 500. I'm an emotional wreck. I'm sorry.
We appreciate you all. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so very much. And we will catch you next time, which will be tomorrow, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right back here in the AltJake Takes On YouTube channel. Go on over to the Awful Wrestling channel. They are starting their stream for This Is Awful. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.
We appreciate you making it to the end of the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.